He's
up on the Gold Coast.
Up on the Gold Coast. If you're listening in, Ron, we certainly hope that you get a lot better, and we hope that you enjoy this direct telecast today.
Yes, I've met Ron, and he's a great guy. All the best, and hope you're feeling a lot better very soon, Ron. Just about set for the first quarter.
Alan Montgomery there, Peter, on the interchange bench.
Umpires are Russo and Glenn James. It's John Russo. Finals time in Melbourne, the qualifying final from the VFL Park ground. Umpire John Russo comes in to bounce the ball. Byrne for Hawthorn gets it out first. Sheldon fumbles. Loose ball just in centre field. Langford, a hurried hand pass, trying to find Robertson. Judge getting into the back of his opponent, and the first free kick of the game will go to Carlton's Glasgow. And he'll get a 15-metre penalty, but Judge intended to do that to give players downfield a chance to pick up their men. Robertson taking the free kick out towards left half forward. Mew goes the spoil. Front for the Blues. Blackwell. O'Halloran marking in front of Madden. David O'Halloran back in the side today after he played in the reserves last week. Kelvin Moore dropped to the reserves for this afternoon. Judge on centre wing. Oh, Buckley with the elbow. And a 15-metre penalty. Judge at right centre wing. Up to right half forward and McCarthy. Ball knocked away from him by Reid. It's out of bounds, right half forward flank for the Hawks. As Bob Skilton mentioned in our pre-match comments, Ray Biffin told him that the wind definitely favouring the Jackson's Road goal. Quite a breeze out there. Jones and McCarthy, won by Jones. Doull tries to go through solidly. Tuck loses it out, knocked away by Reid. One for the crowd.
Free kick to Murphy, Pete.
Yes, Fraser Murphy. Very dangerous player near goal. He'll take the free kick for Carlton at left centre wing. He's gone for a pass. It's a shot. It's a stronger word I could use, but not on him. Curran up to half forward, and Brereton. Oh, great mark. He's 10 metres in front of Doull. Brereton, usually a good kick. He'll go long. At the back, Curran has to go the spoil. Should have been playing in front. Sheldon goes down. Looks for a free kick. There's none there. The ball socket loose. A chance for Russell Green.
And we're at the 2-minute mark. No scorers yet, but there's one coming up now as DP Domenico fires at the goal. McCarthy in the box seat. Good Matthews for a goal. Yes, a goal to Matthews, the first of the match. Coming at the 2-minute mark. And he pounced in it like a panther, didn't he, Bob?
Yes,
oh, there's a backhander too. Oh, Matthews goes down from Austin.
He can get another kick here, Lou. The ball has gone through. If the umpire happened to look up when Reid was foolish enough to remonstrate, I know Matthews was the player who actually did start that one, but Reid could easily have been penalised and another kick had come through.
Well, I don't know whether Matthews started the first instant because he bounced back at Austin, and they're still having a bit of a dip now.
Goal umpire coming out to talk to them.
Well, Hawthorn off to a great start, and the lethal Lee Matthews still at his best, kicking that goal. Pounced on that one like a panther, as I said before. Well, this game is up to a great start.
Certainly livened the crowd up.
Well, there's a big crowd here today, round about the 60,000 mark, I would say. A little bigger than most people expected. 1 goal, 6 points, Hawthorn to Carlton yet to score, but it's early days. Knocked out by Jones. There's a chance for Hunter. A hurried kick back into attack, right down towards Madden. Got his hands to it. He's got it. So there's a chance now for Carlton to reply pretty quickly. Oh, boy, has this game got off to a great start. That was a great mark to Madden, pulling up the socks. And, of course, he had to pull up the socks to take that mark. He's only about 15 metres out, directly in front. My golly, he's taking plenty of time, Bob.
Yes, but that's you really got to line the ball up, Lou, and Madden has no hassle. He's taken the mark, so he's got all the time in the world.
There it is on its way.
Well, you could say kick it like a ruckman, Lou.
That's right, it's through for 1 point. So the scoreboard just on the 4-minute mark at the first quarter is Hawthorn 1 goal, 6 points to Carlton, 1 point only.
Russell Morris to bring the ball back into play for Hawthorn, as Bob mentioned, lining up at fullback. And our thanks to the Hawthorn fellas for the side. The only club in the league that does it. DP Domenico gets a free kick.
Not the only one, Pete.
Well, one of few, Bob.
Yes, I'll grant you that.
Well, kick by Birdie is not a good one. Jones and Curran are the flyers. Doull, oh, threw it out. Green. short to right half forward. Judge and Harms. Harms too strong.
Well, Carlton certainly moved their side about. They've got Harms playing at half-back, Bob.
Yes, they've got Dean and Harms, the half-back flankers. Dool has gone out as we find Tuck going after it.
Beautiful interception by Tuck. He was named in the centre. He started there last week against Geelong, actually. Matthews and Austin. Austin wins this one. That'll delight the Carlton crowd, but Matthews has got the score on the board. Buckley, Ashman, up the centre wing. Knock away by Lester Smith. Meldrum stopped. And we'll see a ball up to take place. A little bit short of the right half-forward flank for Carlton.
Blackwell Pete has gone to the wing. Hunter to the forward line, which wasn't unexpected. Murphy into the side with Marku onto the bench along with Montgomery.
So David Parkin swinging a number of changes for Carlton. Knocked away by Meldrum. The ball knocked back towards centre wing position. Down goes Tuck. Down goes his Carlton opponent. The latter gets the free kick. That's Glasgow at right centre wing. Glasgow back in the Carlton side today. Fires it on to Buckley. Buckley now will put Carlton deep into attack. He's gone for a pass. It's a beauty too.
I think Lester Smith fell for the 3-card trick that time.
Let it go.
Yep.
And Ralph has his first mark and first kick. Usually a very accurate kick at goal, this fellow. Certainly his best attribute. That's pretty good. Touch through or a goal? No, it's a goal. I said he's a pretty good kick. Didn't let me down. So Ralph puts through his first goal. Carlton lead by a point.
Carlton 1 goal, 7 points to Hawthorn. 1 goal, 6 points just over the 6-minute mark. And this game has got off to a tremendous start as we watch that again.
On replay, Buckley puts it forward. Morris well out of position on that occasion. And now he watches the ball. A nice kick by Warren Ralph. Has to make the most of his opportunities and normally does.
Back in the centre, 1 point the difference. It'll be Jones against Byrne. Knocked out by Byrne. Langford misses that, but Robertson backing up, gets the ball, but he's grabbed it. He eludes 2 of them that time to drive Hawthorn back into attack. Matthews and Austin, but Matthews is outpointed him completely. Oh, Austin's in for a tough day, and he's one of the best taggers in the business too.
So Austin's got a pretty good record against Lee Matthews, and I'm sure the way Matthews has started, he is out to show Austin just who's the boss.
He's gone for a pass. It's a good one. Oh, and a trip and a 15-metre penalty.
It should be.
Should be. He's not paying that. Oh, he definitely tripped him. As a matter of fact, it's a reportable offence too, you know, tripping.
Actually.
I don't reckon. Well, Judge has got the ball within 20 metres or 25 metres on a bit of an angle, but should kick this one. One of the best kicks in the Hawthorn side. And there it is on its way, but it's a goal. So Hawthorn are 2 goals, 12 points. For Carlton, 1 goal, 7 points. And this game certainly has plenty of incidents in it, from the very beginning.
Interestingly, Bob, Matthews a hand in the 2 goals.
Yes, well, we watched again on replay there. Very lucky that Harms didn't get, well, as Lou said, but that would have been a frivolous report to even think it. But you can be reported for things like that.
Back in the centre again, just on the 8-minute mark. Hawthorn in front by 5 points. There she goes. Knocked out that time by Jones. Coming into meet it is Swab. A hurried kick, a left footer over the half-forward line. Dean spotted that well. That's a darn good mark, but he played on. But he gets it out to Austin. They take it away from the danger zone, Carl.
Up to centre wing, McClure keeps the ball in play. Looks for Blackwell, he's found him. Mew in hot pursuit. A hurried hand pass, trying to find Murphy, not successful. In goes deeply to Menico. Lester Smith went for the tap on. Mew's down. A hand pass. Caught. Hunter gets the free kick. No, he doesn't, says the umpire. Swab made an attempt. It's out of bounds. And we'll see a throw in left half-forward flank for Carlton.
Plenty of atmosphere about this game, Pete, isn't there?
Livened up after the Matthews and Austin incident. Jones wins that one. Murphy gets bundled out. Byrne. Oh, atrocious hand pass. McClure says, thanks very much. Didn't do much with it. Blackwell finally on to Glasgow, though. He's gone for a pass. There's 2 of them there. They could have raffled it. It wasn't a good pass. Ralph. He's got it now. Can he make it 2? He's a great kick at goal, this fellow. There it is. 2 goals to Ralph. He's in for a good day, Ralph. has kicked 9, I think, in one of his best performances since coming to Victoria, and a great selection, Bob, so far.
Well, so far, Pete, and I'm surprised at Hawthorn's move, really, because I think that David O'Halloran is more the type of player to worry Warren Ralph than Russell Morris.
Well, he's a novice, really,
you could put it simply by saying Morris is a nice type of player, and O'Halloran might have let Ralph know that he was there.
9.5 minutes gone. Yes, O'Halloran certainly has the bulk. Might be what is required down there. Hunter. Mew. High kick towards centre field. English and Dool go there for Carlton. Robertson lost it. Oh, fresh air shot by Birdie. In goes Harms. Fires out the hand pass. Glasgow at right half back. He's gone for a pass. Sheldon on his own at centre wing. He's got a Hawthorn player within 20 metres. He's gone for a pass and he finds Ashman. Carlton looking good. Ashman at right half forward. Another pass. Ralph again. Oh, Morris is getting a football lesson at the moment.
Well, I think it's time for Hawthorn to move Morris, because as we mentioned, Pete, he's a novice at the business. This is like his first year, won the Recruit of the Year. And I think that I'd very quickly switch O'Halloran onto this kid.
Yes, I wouldn't muck around either, Lou.
Ralph for goal number 3, and he rarely misses shots like this, even from this far out. He hasn't missed that one, I don't think, either. No, he has. 1 point. So Ralph, 2 goals, 1 out of Carlton's total of 2 goals, 2. It's the Blues by 2 points. Now O'Halloran does the kicking in.
It's obviously a good starter, Lou, because last week in the reserves he kicked 5 in the first quarter, only finished with 6 for the game.
Well, there we see Ashman picking up the ball. He ducks his head. He's grabbed the umpire. Call play on for DP a minute ago. Grabbed him. Well, actually clobbered him one, but the umpire said it'll be holding the ball against him.
On replay we watched, Lou, as the head is ducked.
Oh.
And, well, he could have reversed it, but nonetheless, the free kick went that way.
Dool with a long hand pass back to Jones, and Carlton are looking good, as Peter said before. The ball over their half-forward line. At the back is Hunter. Flies. He's got the mark.
Muse at full-back. Morris centre half-back.
Well, that's what we tipped. It'd have to be a move. Up it goes to O'Halloran coming in, but Murphy's there. Oh, he can't jug. Oh, he hit the behind post, but he's okay. He went round pretty hard that time. It's like a, I can't think of the word to say there, some sort of a pole. Well, it's ball back into play again. And a mark there to Byrne. A quick hand pass coming over to Judge on his own. He's out there on the ring with the paddock to run. Decides to go for the long kick. Down the back is Matthews, but at the back of him is McCarthy to take a good mark in front of Reid. He'd be about 40 metres out from goal. On a bit of an angle.
Play on.
Gone for short pass. Judge left unattended again by Harms, and that's dangerous because this fella can win a match in about 3 minutes. A very good kick for goal. He's already kicked one, and he'd only be about 25 metres out, if that. But the angle's pretty acute. But at least he's on the right side for a right footer. There's the kick on its way. And the result is 1 point. So the difference now, 2 goals, 1-13 Hawthorn to Carlton 2-3-15. And we're just over the 12.5-minute mark of this first quarter. And it's been a game of thrills and spills and plenty of excitement so far. Carlton have certainly got the experienced players as Tuck goes over the top of the pack. In goes DP at Domenico. Tries to crash his way through. He's successful. McCarthy gets a hand pass out wide now to Green, running to a goal. Well, that's a bad kick. He got it back to Robertson. Over it goes now to Loveridge. A left foot snap at goal. But the Little Rovers up target and through for 1 point. So it's a point the difference now. 2 goals, 3-15. Carlton to Hawthorn, 2-2-14.
13.25 minutes gone. Harms to bring the ball back into play. Harms favouring the outer side. Langford got 2 hands to it, couldn't mark it. Caught by Buckley. Meldrum. Glasgow on his own to Sheldon. Good shepherd by Glasgow. Tries to keep Loveridge at bay. Succeeds in doing that. And Glasgow gets it back now at right half forward. He's gone for a pass. Chipping in Lester Smith in front of Hunter.
Didn't exactly go where it was meant, that one.
Off the side of the boot, I think. Lester Smith goes long. Looking for Tuck. Tuck on his, well, not on his own, but in front. And takes the mark. Tuck chips it up forward, looking for Green. Green makes position well. Takes the mark in front of English. Russell Green, one of the favourites for the Brownlow medal. Green wobbles the punt kick to half forward. DP to Domenico has it, caught by Dool. flicks it out. Oh, bad hand pass. Dean up towards centre field. He traps it. Murphy just about catches him. Eade goes short. He's gone for a pass, and Swab marks it on the point of the square.
Lovely play by Eade there. He had a look and saw Swab there, and now Swab sees Robertson loose.
Robertson, one of Hawthorn's most dangerous players. The hand pass is on to Curran. Curran shoots at goal from 25 metres out, and he's put it through. So Hawthorn back in front now in the first quarter. 7 big league scoreboard. Hawthorn 3-2-20, Carlton 2-3-15.
I think we saw an example there, Peter, of the wonderful skills of Colin Robertson, as we now see Robertson really under pressure. Lovely hand pass, long and direct. Curran finishing it off. It was a great piece of play by Rodney Eade to get it out to Robertson in the first place.
"15 minutes gone in the first quarter, and Hawthorn lead by 5 points. Byrne in the ruck against Jones. Won by Byrne, doesn't get it to a player. Oh, beautifully taken by Blackwell. Blackwell from centre field will put Carlton into attack. He's gone up towards right half forward. Out comes Ralph Muse there with him. O'Halloran went for the punch. Now Carlton have a chance. There's 2 of them there. Ralph goes for the hand pass. Should be a goal. Buckley, oh, beautiful smother. Carlton still in attack though. Fraser Murphy, always dangerous near goal. He's caught. Tries to find Meldrum.
And Meldrum's out there at half forward. Takes a left turn. Goes for the ball up there towards the big fella. Madden flies. He's got it. Now the umpire called play on. A hand pass coming out to Loveridge. The Carlton supporters not too happy. We see McClure and Madden clashed. I don't know how badly they're injured. Knocked on by DP at a minute ago. Over to Byrne. Out wide to Russell Dean. And Green at centre wing position. Gets it over to half forward. But there's Dool. And Dool, the flying doormat's got the ball at half back. Shoots the ball back to Jimmy Barr, to Sheldon. Well played by Tuck. Tuck goes for the long kick. Matthews at the back. Flies. Off he goes. He comes to the ground pretty well. A hand pass out to Judge on his own. He's pretty elusive. And he's scouting out well as he straightens up and fires for goal number 2. And it looks good. It is a goal.
What a goal.
Hawthorn really taking the initiative now, Peter.
It's interesting. Judge has 2 goals. Ralph has 2 goals. So West Australian players have 4 of the total of 6 so far.
It's a wonderful interception in the first place by Michael Tuck. On replay we watch as Ken Judge had all the time into steady. He swings it back, and no pressure at all on Judge there. And I think we talked about Ralph, a change being made. I would shift Wayne Harms at this stage, right here and now.
He's certainly giving plenty of latitude. Centre bounce again. Byrne against Jones. Burns gets that one out. Glasgow in the front posse. Fumbles that one. Here's the danger man, Judge. A hand pass coming over to Loveridge. At Hawthorn, swing back into attack. Out to Brereton. Brereton Dool tackling here. Brereton comes out with the ball. Taps it over now to Curran. Back to Matthews. He's well on top of Austin. Over to Loveridge. And a shot at goal, but he's off target. And this one will be through for 1 point.
2 points to Loveridge.
I think they could make a couple of moves down there. Matthews in particular, and the other guy you mentioned too, Judge, the boy that's minding Judge, that's Harms.
I wouldn't move Austin at this stage, Lou, but I think Harms is way too loose.
Look at the kick.
That's a shocking kick into a play again, and it's out of bounds. Jimmy Buckley saving the day there as we just get over the 17.5-minute mark. It's Hawthorn 4-3-27 to Carlton 2-3.
Murphy off, Montgomery on.
Ball out of bounds on that half-forward line for Hawthorn. Knocked out by Jones. Pushed on by Meldrum, grabbed by Loveridge. Played a great game last week, continuing on today. Swab, and it goes to Morris. Morris's kick is over the half-forward line. Austin smothers that one, but goes down. There's a chance now as we see McCarthy give a hand pass back to the wrong man. Is picked up by English and back to Harms. Harms decides to go for a bit of a run. Boots the ball out wide, looking for Hunter. He's got the mark out there on the centre wing position.
And the 2 West Australians tangle. Hunter and Lester Smith. Glenn James whistling him back. A short pass, and he has found Montgomery, who came on to replace Murphy. Montgomery's kick now up towards the full forward position. Out comes Madden, hopelessly out of position now, on the mark taken by Morris. Eade back in the side today after an absence of, I think it was 2, maybe 3 weeks. Eade's kick up towards centre wing. Brereton and Dool. Brereton has used the speed and beats the flying doormat. Hasn't got clear of him too many times so far in the quarter. He's trying to find Curran. One-handed, no, just about had it. No mark, says the umpire. Hawthorn fans not happy with the decision, but I think a correct one.
A bit similar to the one that Madden dropped down the other end.
Yes, that's right. So consistency there by the umpires. Hawthorn by 12 points at the 19-minute mark of the quarter. McCarthy palms it out to no one in particular. He's got it himself and then gets caught. Picked up by Dean. Dean's kick up towards centre wing position. That should be a free kick. No, says the umpire. Interesting. Green fumbles. He doesn't do that very often, and Meldrum beats him to it. Shrugs the tackle by Eade. He'll put Carlton into attack. He's gone for a pass. Harms overruns the ball. A chance for Buckley, but Tuck's there with him. Tries to keep him at bay.
Harms on the forward line, Pete.
Well, you picked that move, Bob. Tuck gets the free kick, chips it up to Schwab. Schwab short of centre field, onto Mew. Mew now will go for the long kick. Matthews and Austin. Matthews a balk. Brereton and Dool. Good Shepherd. Matthews a chance. Oh, shit! Fronted too high. You'll get a free.
I don't know about you, Bob. I've been trying to move Austin away from Matthews. I think Matthews has got him in properly out there.
Yes, well, there's no doubt it's a free kick, because whether you come in with a hip and shoulder or not, when you hit the player in the head, it is a free kick, and that was a correct decision. Although Curly Austin did use the hip, it is still a free kick.
Lee Matthews, a chance for his second goal. He's had a hand in one other, but he's a fair way out of goal. Shot is close. It's there. It's a goal. 2 goals to Matthews. Then the Hawthorn skipper looking pretty good at the moment at the 20-minute mark of the quarter. It's 5-3 to 2-3 at VFL Park.
Well, there's no doubt, Bob, that Matthews and Judge are the 2 danger players there at this particular stage of the match.
Yes, and Matthews certainly, right from the start, it was obvious that he set out to really show Austin that his last few games, when Austin has had the better of the honours, just were not going to continue.
Sevens big league from VFL Park now. 21 minutes gone. 3 goals in favour of Hawthorn.
Centre bounce. Finally, it comes out to DP at Domenico. Hawthorn starting to get their game together. Robertson at centre half forward. The long kick up there to McCarthy at the back of English. Flies, taps it down now to Loveridge. He's going after him as Montgomery. It's finally tapped that again. Backing up well as Reid. Oh, nearly got one from Langford. Gets a hand pass. Out there to Little Glasgow out there on that half back line. Runs to the wing position. Drives it down there looking for Hunter and Lester Smith. And a great mark to Lester Smith. And we've seen this boy play 3 great games in a row. Goes for a short pass. It'll be okay. And the mark there by Green. And what a player he is. Over it goes to Schwab in a bit of trouble. Back to Green. But they'll get out of the danger zone as Green drives it out there towards the wing position. At the back is Curran. Flies high. Nearly got the mark, but the umpire said you've got to earn him. As Burns snatched that one out of the air pretty quickly. Now it's Matthews and Austin. They both miss it. It's Austin getting away from Matthews. Oh, it copped one from deep here to Menico. Oh, it was a nasty one. Oh, he copped him pretty hard. It'll be a free kick to him.
He
didn't even move. He's still down.
We'll watch on replay as Matthews and Austin. And Austin swinging back, not taking possession. Oof. And,
well, he's stunned down there. It's bad luck because this fella's been a great player for Carlton over the years. A great tag, and he's been a stopper. And every time they want to play him in a weak in a position, they play this fella. Been a great utility player. Let's hope that he can get back to his feet, but they're bringing the stretcher out.
That was a very, very solid blow.
Well, it was a solid blow, all right, Pete. That's bad luck for the Blues, and also bad luck for Austin, because he's been in a bit of bother down there with Matthews.
He's had a lot of luck, Austin. Over the years, he missed one grand final premiership, I know, because of injury. Would have been a certainty to be picked, as we see the Carlton Brains Trust. And Rod Austin, finals certainly have not been kind to Rod Austin.
Let's watch it again. Well, you make up your own mind about that at home.
Well, he certainly made of right stuff too, this fella. He doesn't want to get on the stretch. He wants to continue on, and that's Austin's form. But I think, through good advice, he's going back on the stretch, and I think that's a wise move, Bob and Pete.
Very, very solid blow. Marcoux, it would appear, would be the replacement player. It'll be warming up on the boundary line.
It'll be interesting to see the reaction of the Carlton players after that incident. Couldn't you say, Bob? I say it'll be interesting to see the reaction of the Carlton players after that incident.
Yes, well, there are occasions when incidents like that actually lift a side, and to see your teammate carried off, just as Carlton are at the moment, might find. Wayne Harms has now gone back down to the forward line again. He's picked up Judge. Montgomery then will possibly be the player assigned to Matthews. It'll be interesting to see who they just give the job of minding Matthews, because in recent years Carlton have just been able to say, Rod Austin, Lee Matthews is yours.
That's
so
right.
Now they've got to think about somebody else, and it'll be interesting to just see who does line up there.
Of course, Matthews has kicked 2 goals up to this stage of the game, just over the 24-minute mark. Play's been held up about 2 or 3 minutes. And Rod Austin going off the ground, not looking the best, but certainly bad luck. And as Bob mentioned before, he's had a checkered career with injuries, particularly around finals time, Bob.
He's been very unlucky, Lou, and let's hope that he is only groggy. It's one thing to see a player carried off like that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's out and gone. He could be, as right as rain in a few moments. We certainly hope so, as Alex Marcoux comes on as a replacement. 18
points the difference as we approach the 25-minute mark. And the ball down there in the back pocket. Aspen goes for the kick out there towards Loveridge, and English at the back as McClure tries to break through the pack. Well, there's a fumble. That was a bad kick by McClure, but he's got time to recover. He's a veteran of finals matches too. Down to DP at Amenico, goes down, picked up by English. English kick is a long one down towards Warren. Ralph couldn't pick it up, but backing up well as Meldrum out to Marcoux. Back to Meldrum on the boundary line, hooks it back, but it's well smothered by Hawthorn. Hunter comes in, goes the punch. The ball back to Swab. Not a good kick, but they've got a chance to get it away through Lester Smith.
Lester Smith up towards centre wing. Dean leading in the race for the ball. Can't take the grab though, but he's good enough to play on and put Carlton into attack. Not for very long or very far. Picked up by Byrne at centre half back. Playing well around the ground, Byrne. English, too much weight for Loveridge. English going for the boundary line. It has cost it. That umpire has found a free kick.
And Harms has gone on to Matthews, Pete.
Well, not really surprising. Wayne Harms certainly been moved about in the first quarter, though, so far, hasn't he? Mark Taggart on centre wing over there for Carlton by Blackwell. Big pack of players sets themselves. Hand pass is not a good one, intercepted by Russell Green. Green goes for a short pass up towards centre field. Jones tries to get around Robertson. The hand pass is okay though to Montgomery. Montgomery chips it up towards right half forward. 2 Hawthorn players are there in the mark, is taken by Russell Morris. Stephen Phillips has some news for us down on the boundary.
Must have been touched off the boot.
Thanks, Alf. As a matter of fact, when Curly Austin came off, he was bleeding from the nose and from the teeth, and looked very groggy indeed.
Thank you, Stephen. Well, strangely no mark. As Bob said, must have been touched off the boot or something. Knocked down by Madden. Robertson's there, just about a throw that one, but he's palmed it out. Buckley intercepting again for Hawthorn is Robertson. On to Green, one of the leading possession gatherers so far in the first quarter. 10 possessions to Russell Green. Long up towards Matthews and Harms. Harms goes the punch. That's good play. Gets it down to Montgomery. Carlton defence looking a little bit more solid. Montgomery's kick up towards the centre field area. Oh, beautifully done from Meldrum. Gets clear of Eade, who so far today looks a little bit short of a gallop. He's gone for a pass, and that's okay. Hunter played on foolishly. Why did he do that?
He's got a free kick.
A hand pass, Pete.
Sorry, Bob, I thought that was a mark. Hunter limping.
It's a hand pass over the top to Hunter.
I'm sorry, I thought he kicked it. And Hunter, well, ridden into the ground. You get a free kick for in the back.
Most certainly a free kick.
Ken Hunter. Well, I wouldn't want to lose him. One of the most versatile players in the competition. Ken Hunter can play just about anywhere with success. Hunter's kick won't quite make the distance. 3 Hawthorn players are there. A chance for Ralph. Now Jones is in the van. Marcoux, a little bit slow, didn't know what to do with it. He tries to get it to Meldrum. Meldrum in the pocket, just about over the boundary line. In fact, the ball is, it'll be a throw-in.
And Meldrum, Peter and Bob is playing a fairly good game down there in the back pocket, isn't he? Or around that position, I should say, on the forward line. Well, Marcoux had a chance to pick that one up, but there was plenty of players coming in pretty hard, and it's a difficult position to be in. Waiting there for the ball to be thrown in from that forward pocket position, only about 10 metres around from the Carlton goal. They're trailing by 18 points. Bit of a fumble going on as we see Mew kick the ball, but it's off the side of the boot. Chance for Meldrum, but the ball finally cleared away by Lester Smith, but he's put it out of bounds. But he may have been out of bounds before he kicked that
free
one.
kick, Lou.
It's a free kick to Carlton, and a chance for them to go deep into attack. They've got to get that ball up to Big Madden or Ralph. Well, this time Jones is coming over. Got under the ball. Finally, it's picked up by Byrne. A good pass out there to Lester Smith. Hunter coming off the ground, and he's replaced by Murphy. And as soon as he gets on the ground, he takes the mark out there on the wing position. A 15-metre penalty, but that's Hawthorn's style. And Murphy decides to take advantage and go. Oh, he's knocked out. He kicked the ball, but the umpire said it's play on. And Robertson finally clears there at half-back. They've got plenty of running players, Hawthorn, and that's causing Carlton a lot of concern. We see English pick it up. A hand pass, back to Madden, now on the ball. Up it goes towards the full forward position. The ball punched out by O'Halloran. They're defending well, Hawthorn. Was it knocked out by Lester Smith from Byrne? And a short pass and the ball marked out there on the wing position by McCarthy. McCarthy's kick is down there and Loveridge has got it on his own after Blackwell fell over or knocked over. The Matthews got under that. Not too happy about the pass from Loveridge, and it'll go a mark there to Wayne Harms in the back pocket position. Matthews certainly gave Loveridge a bit of the tongue as the ball hits the deck again. Green, that's his 11th possession for the quarter, out wide towards Judge. Judge and Matthews. Matthews away from Harms. Gets it over to Judge, a slick hand pass. Back to Matthews again, in plenty of trouble. Well tackled by Harms, and the ball is out of bounds.
I think the Carlton supporters erroneously believing that Matthews was the culprit before.
Certainly wasn't.
I don't think so, Pete.
No.
I think they, right from the start, they were anti-Matthews anyway.
30 minutes gone of the first quarter. No one can pick this one up with any confidence yet as we see Montgomery go for the boundary line and the ball is out of bounds. It's about 15 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. They're 5 goals, 3-33 to Carlton 2-3-15. And it's been a quarter full of incidents and plenty of excitement. A typical final match as the ball comes back to Sheldon. He's been pretty quiet this first quarter. Tuck couldn't hold that one. Picked up by Murphy. Goes after it again. Finally knocks Glasgow out. And they wouldn't be too happy about that, the Carlton selection committee.
Glascott getting to his feet now. He seems okay as the ball was driven up towards deep here to Medico. He's got the mark. And he's about 40 metres out from goal. Let's watch that again.
And not the most popular guy with the Hawthorn Carlton supporters.
Well, that would make him play even harder, I think.
So I don't think it'll worry Birdie. I think he realises that that's the way he plays football. And, I think the Carlton fans are very quiet. You may be right, Pete.
Yes, it's strange. I thought he'd get a bigger serve than he has. 31 minutes gone in the quarter. Deep here to Medico, 40 metres out. Pretty well directly in front. The goal umpire moving marginally, but it looks like a goal from here. In fact, it is. Deep here to Medico's first goal. It's Hawthorn's 6-3-39 to 2-3-15.
It's a nice mark by Deep here to Medico. It's not unusual as we see Morris playing far better out there at half-back on McClure. Not having to run around and concentrate as he did, but we watch on replay and it's a fine mark. Sevens big league shows Deep here to Medico take that mark.
Nearly 32 minutes gone. Hawthorn lead by 24 points. We've been playing nearly 32 minutes, but of course there will be a fair bit of time on after that incident earlier in the term involving Rod Austin. Mew goes the fist away. There will be a free kick. Free kick to Ralph on the shoulder.
He hasn't done too badly today, this fellow, after being in the doldrums in the reserves. He's had a bad season with the seniors, Pete.
A lot of Carlton supporters were against his inclusion, those that I spoke to yesterday, but of course the conditions should suit him today.
Well, he's already kicked 2 goals, going for goal number 3. Not a bad sort of an effort.
No, 2 goals in the first quarter so far. I think he's kicked 2-1. It's now 3-1. As the siren goes, that'll be a great boost for Carlton at the end of the first quarter. 3 goals to Ralph. That's a great effort. 6-3-39 to 3-3-21. We begin the second quarter now at VFL Park. Hawthorn leading by 3 goals. Carlton got one right on the quarter-time siren to Warren Ralph. Byrne and Jones, won by Jones and picked up by Buckley. Carlton swing into attack up towards their half-forward line. Out comes Ralph, overruns the ball. The chances for Hawthorn through Mew. A hurried kick goes past Russell Morris. Deep here to Medico, goes for the knock-on. Blackwell's there for Carlton. Blackwell on centre wing, Green in pursuit. Blackwell looks for the hand pass to Ashman. Tries to get around deep here to Medico, just about caught, but he'll get his get clear. On to Buckley, or they're fumbling Carlton. Back towards the centre square it comes. Schwab tries to pick it up, not successful, and we'll see it bounce just inside the centre square itself.
Schwab did well just to trap that ball, Pete. It was a fine effort by that back pocket player.
Bounce. Just in Carlton's attacking zone. Byrne and Jones, won by Jones. Taps it to Ashman, pinched by Byrne. The rebound comes up towards deep here to Medico. He gives it to Green at right half back. Green hooks it up towards centre wing. Brereton takes a strong mark. He's gone for a pass, trying to find Matthews, and Lethal Lee has got it. Matthews about 70 metres from goal. Couldn't kick it from there. And he goes for a pass. Not a good one. Trying to find Judge. Harms just about caught. Lost possession. Picked up by Ashman. His kick is a short one going towards the boundary line. Blackwell should get there first. Deep to Domenico in hot pursuit. The ball just about over. In fact, now it is. It will be a boundary throw in on centre wing.
Well, there's no doubt about Di Domenico, Bobby, as it goes.
A wonderful endeavour, wasn't it?
I'll say that's typical of Di Domenico.
Byrne and Jones, won by Byrne this time. Ashman roving well, gets caught again by Di Domenico. The umpire says holding the ball, and that's twice today that Ashman's been penalised in that manner.
Well, he's a real crusher, this guy.
Birdie with the free kick at the 2-minute mark of the second quarter.
Well, he's built like the grandstand out here as he drives the ball down there towards the full forward zone. Over the top of the pack. Judge couldn't pick that one. Montgomery knocks it out to Harms. Oh, gets out of the pack nicely, but then he's grabbed it. He finally gets it over to Reed, but it won't bounce right back to Buckley. And he's out of touch of the fumbles today as the ball goes out wide, looking for McClure. He doesn't let him down. He's got the mark. It's Meldrum. No, it's McClure. McClure with the ball out there on the centre wing position. Boots it high. Ralph coming in there. There's two of them. Punched out by Mew. Oh, two Carlton players messed each other up, but finally Sheldon drives it up there now. Chance for Carlton's Madden to pick this one up, but the big fella can't bend down. And it's taken away by Howler. He's got plenty of time to go for a pass to Langford in the back pocket going across goals, but it's safe. And he's got a chance to go for a bit of a trot. Gets the ball back out towards Tuck, but the ball will be downfield because he was knocked after he'd kicked the ball. And the free kick will go to Tuck out there at the half-back line. Tuck made his comeback after being out for 6 weeks. That was last Saturday after having a detached retina. And of course, he's a very important part of the Hawthorn side. In front is Brereton, punched out by Montgomery. Back to Buckley, but a hurried kick. Carlton Sealy putting each player under pressure. We'll see Murphy get it out to Sheldon. Back it goes to Ralph. But down he goes. Well tackled by Lester Smith, and it's holding the ball.
Shocking hand pass.
Terrible. Put him under all the pressure about the place. We see Lester Smith drive the ball back towards the Carlton of the Hawthorn half-forward line. Actually, Dill got one in the back, but the umpire says play on as Dean gets it out to Dill again. Dill's kick is back towards centre half forward. The pack fly. No one can take the mark. Plenty of hawks and a perfect hand pass there from Byrne over to Schwab, over to Green. This is about his 13th possession so far to Loveridge. Back to Di Domenico. And look at him press his way through the back. And boy, can he go. Over to Robertson. Back to Green. Back it goes to Matthews. Spins away beautifully. His kick is smothered, but it'll be okay as we see the ball picked up by McCarthy and a goal. Oh, there was strong play on the part of Di Domenico. Oh, I'd love him in my side any time. What a great player this guy is.
Yes. Russell Green and Peter Curran coming up, and Di Domenico saying, get out of my way.
Like flies, Bob, wasn't he?
And that's team lifting football. As and the Hawthorn side responded. Matthews kick smothered off the boot. It comes out to McCarthy, and on replay we see Michael McCarthy finishing it off for Bertie Di Domenico with a goal.
Sevens big lead from VFL Park. Hawthorn by 24 points. Knocked down by Robertson actually, and gets it to Byrne. That's doing things in reverse, and Byrne goes for a run. 40-metre hand pass. Too long for Brereton, in fact. Brereton, clever knock on. Here's a Josh Schwab. Two of them flattened. And there's a number being taken. English is gone. Hawthorn player, I think it's Brereton, is out. Oh! Carlton fans probably asking why not the other.
Well, it was no worse than the other one.
It's the luck of the draw.
And depends where the umpire is.
That's true, Lou.
A lot depends on where the ball is, too.
So, Brereton in more trouble than Burke and Wills. Looks very, very groggy.
He does look groggy.
So, I would say it'll be a fair bet that he'll be coming off the ground. So, that's bad luck for Hawthorn. He is, well, it would appear, not with us at the moment.
Yes, I think his nose is bleeding too, Peter, around about that area.
So that's the square off, if there is such a thing in football. Terry Gay, the Hawthorn club doctor, assisting Hawthorn trainers, Bob Yeomans and John Howard. So That's a bad loss for Hawthorn. In Peyton and Polkinghorne both warming up down there. No, it's going to be Peyton playing game number 150 for Hawthorn.
And it looks as though English has been reported too, Pete.
Yes, he did appear to have his number taken, so it will be a free kick anyway.
Matthews to take the kick, but Dermot Burton a little bit sick and sorry at the moment.
So a couple of casualties in this game, and Hawthorn, of course, already have a number of them on the sidelines today. So Matthews will have the shot at goal. Matthews from 35 metres out. Shoots at goal. It looks OK. And Matthews puts through his third goal. So Hawthorn now in Sevens Big League take their score to 8-3-51. Carlton 3-3-21. Let's go down to Stephen Phillips. He has some news on the boundary line for us.
Thank you, Peter. Yes, they've just brought the stretcher out for Dermot Burton. And like Curly Austin, he's bleeding heavily from the nose and mouth and looks completely out of it at the moment. Looks in a very, very bad way indeed, Dermot. They just, in fact, I think we might come back up to you. He's just spitting out blood at the moment.
Yes, most unfortunate. Thank you, Stephen. Well, that's two bad injuries here today, or two bad cases of concussion. 7.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Hawthorn lead by 30 points, knocked down by Byrne again. Jones decides to do some roving. Now it's picked up by Robertson, tries to get it to Langford. Dool goes in. A wild hand pass out to Glascott. Over the top, that's a bad piece of handball. Elementary mistakes being made here. We'll see a ball up centre-half forward for Hawthorn.
Great effort by Curran there to just not gain possession, but trap it and keep possession.
So ball up at centre-half forward or for Hawthorn. Jones using the body well. Thumps it down to Buckley, who gets caught by two players. Finally, Carlton through Marcoux out towards centre wing. Eade trying to trap it, not successful. It's Blackwell putting Carlton into attack. He's gone for a pass, and that's okay. Ralph leading out well, as he does. He's kicked Carlton's only 3 goals so far. Warren Ralph will get the distance. The accuracy will wait on. He's kicked 3-1 out of their total of 3-3. Madden in the goal square, can't take the mark. Oh, he's put it through. It's a goal. No, it's a point.
I think it was up target, but
well, my eyes deceived me. 8-3 to 3-4.
And the ball out there now to Byrne, who played a slashing game. He's grabbed, well tackled by Jones, but he still gets it over to O'Hara. And they're backing up well on the other hand. Carlton very hesitant in their play. Out it goes to Robertson, and Hawthorn go back into attack again. The ball beats Peyton and Reid that time. Backing up this time as Montgomery taps it over to Reid. He's in plenty of trouble. Finally he gets it back to Montgomery. Carlton seem to be going the long way around as they go around the boundary line now through Montgomery over to Jones. He's got the mark, and he's out there at half forward, but a heck of a way out from goal. I'd get it down to Warren Ralph as quick as I could. There's a pass. It's a bad one. Really a free kick. It will be a free kick to Lester Smith. This fella's improved a lot, Bob.
He certainly has, Lou. I must admit, early in the season, he did come back from a very bad operation, and so it's awkward for players to look good at that stage.
It's Robertson giving it to Mew, but that's a bad kick by Mew, and it's out of bounds. So we're at the just on the 10-minute mark of this second quarter. Hawthorn 8-3-51 and going easy to Carlton 3-4-22. Ball back there to half forward. Dean couldn't mark that out to Green, and what a player. Here's the hero of the match, Di Pierdomenico, as he goes for the long kick up there towards the full forward zone. Harms this time as Matthews covered, and the ball is forced through and out of bounds, about 20 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. They're 29 points in front, and that's a good start, but they're playing with a lot of confidence. Carlton messing about and not going in with any confidence at all. Standing back and looking a bit hesitant as the ball is knocked out that time by Dool. Over towards Dean. Blackwell's there too. They just about knock each other over. It's Dean getting a hurried kick, but there's no one there for Carlton. Curran's got one on the head. He'll get a free kick. And Curran to take that free kick out there towards that half-forward line. But a good distance out from goal. Kick falls a bit short. McCarthy flies, doesn't take the mark. It hits the deck. Peyton tried to get clear. It's finally cleared away by Dool out towards the wing position again, and a good mark to Malcolm, who's played a pretty solid game so far for Carlton. They haven't had many good players.
She's been one of their few to really performed consistently as McClure gets a hand pass out now to Blackwell.
And Blackwell goes for the long kick, looking for Jones. He's got the city, the big fellow. He's got the mark. And he's about 45 metres out directly in front. And Carlton badly needing a goal at the 11.5-minute mark of this second quarter. They trail by 29 points. Let's see whether Big Wow can kick this one. Sights them up. Kick doesn't make the distance. Ralph in the front posse. He and Mew having a battle there, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. It's only about 10 metres around from the goal. Actually, it's against the point post there. So here's the throw in. It'll be Byrne against Jones. Knocked out by Jones to Ralph for goal number 4, but he's off target, and it's through for 1 point. So it's 28 points the difference as we approach the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. 8-3-51 Hawthorn to Carlton 3-5-23.
12 minutes gone, second quarter. Chris Mew brings the ball back into play. Good long kick to the member stand flank. Langford over the top. Madden. Oh-ho. Free kick to be taken by Meldrum. Meldrum at right half forward flank. Carlton's best player, must agree with Bob Skilton. Meldrum looking for Jones. Payton takes his first mark of the day. Game number 150 for Ian Payton for Hawthorn. Payton's gone for a pass, could be a little bit dicey. Loveridge taps it back straight to Fraser Murphy, who says thanks very much. The Carlton goal sneak goes goalward, shoots and has put it through for one behind.
Well, I most certainly think that Richard Loveridge would say, thank heavens. When you tap it back in defence, well, you really take gambles. And,
Certainly do.
There are certain fundamentals that haven't changed over the years, and that is one of them.
Yes, couldn't agree with you more. Russell Morris at left half-back flank. Has to go long, no leads coming. His kick to centre wing in front, deep here to Medico. Has it knocked away by Glasgow. Dool palms it with two hands. It's almost a throw, but the umpire says no, it will be a boundary throw in on centre wing. Dool playing his usual solid, serviceable game for Carlton. Madden, beautiful ruck work to Ashman. His kick is short. Schwab will take the mark and/or free kick. Schwab at left half-back flank. Decides to go for the hand pass to Russell Morris. Morris's kick going pretty close to the boundary line. In fact, it's over it. Bad play from Morris. And the free kick going Carlton's way. Glasgow the recipient. He's a little bit short of right centre wing. Looks for McClure or Madden. At the back is Loveridge. Onto Schwab. His kick is a high one up towards the centre circle. Curran setting himself for it. Knocked away by McCarthy. Down to Langford. It won't bounce for him. Still won't. Now he's got it. Langford at half forward. Shoots it into full forward. Burns got the height. It might even be a goal. No, it hasn't bounced through. And finally dribbles through for 1 point. The ball taking a pretty sharp deviation. Hawthorn 8-4. Carlton 3-6 at VFL Park.
28 points the difference. Just over the 14-minute mark of this second quarter. And Carlton in plenty of bother as Harms drives the ball back out there towards half-back. Madden's got the mark. A mark to Madden. Doesn't know where to go because there are not many Carlton players running around loose. They've been well covered. That's a bad kick. Tuck picked it up beautifully. A hurried kick back there towards their half-forward line. Punched away by Dill. Working flat out, but it goes to Green. His kick is smothered by Glasgow. That was a good smother. Down goes Green. They pounce on him. Dill gets it back to Glasgow. Gets clear of the pack and finally drives it back out towards the wing position. McClure goes for a good mark to McClure. Goes for a short pass, not a good one. Picked up on the boundary line by Meldrum, but he fumbles. Now he's got it. Good play by Meldrum. Just about their best play. Knocked after he kicked the ball, but the umpire said play on, I think.
Well, I don't see any difference between that and what Deep Pierre Domenico did a few minutes ago.
Well, there we go. What's going to happen? It's out of bounds. Well, it's been happening all day. There's been quite a few of them here in this match.
No, it's two the umpires have missed.
The ball knocked out by Jones. Jones goes after it again. Taps it out to Murphy. He's grabbed. Well tackled that time by Lester Smith. As the ball comes back to Meldrum again. A snap at goal. Is it coming around enough? Oh, right on the line. A good mark there to Lester Smith. He's turned out to be a crackerjack half-back flanker, this fellow. This is his 9th possession for the match so far. He's had 4 marks. The ball back to centre half-back. Deep here to Menegard. Got into the back of a couple that time, but the umpire called play, and as Blackwell's got a chance to get clear. Over it goes to Sheldon. Been a very quiet player. Goes for a pass to Meldrum, and a good mark again. Well, we mentioned we've sung his praise. He goes for a short pass. It bounces first. He grabbed it on the half volley that time, Aspen, but Buckley goes down. It'll be a free kick to him. Free kick to Buckley. And he's only about 25 metres out from goal. Well, he may have got into his back that time.
Can't have it. Got to be kidding. No free kick. The player has to be allowed to go to punch the ball away, and he certainly did not infringe.
Comments from Triple Brownlow medalist Bob Skilton, but Buckley's not concerned about that. He's got the free kick 25 metres out from goal, and a chance now to make the difference to 22 points. Let's see whether he's successful or not. The kick on its way, but it's through for 1 point. So the difference now 27 points. 8 goals, 4-52. Hawthorn to Carlton, 3-7-25 as we approach the 17-minute mark of this second quarter.
Ball out towards the outer side, and Loveridge takes the mark. Looking for a 15-metre penalty. He's got up towards centre wing. Big Madden's there. Got 2 hands to it. Down comes Payton. Payton always a trier, up to half forward. He's trying to find Judge. Again, 2 hands to the ball. Robertson with the soccer off the ground, not successful. Goes to Dool. Again, as I said, playing a very serviceable game for Carlton. He's trying to find Buckley with that kick. Buckley will be just a little bit too late to get there before the ball is over the boundary line, and a little bit of a wrestle. English already has had his number taken. A couple of others could have been lucky. Payton taps that one out. Green, in my book, just about Hawthorn's best player. Schwab fumbles, but it wasn't a great hand pass. Green again. Deep here to Domenico at centre field. He's gone for a pass to Matthews. Matthews leading out beautifully, takes it in front of Wayne Harms and decides to scoot off. Matthews shoots at goal. It's off target though, hit the post.
It's amazing, you know, Pete, he's been playing that long, but the recovery of Matthews, he tweaked in a second, Pete, that Ashton was off balance, and off he got.
Rodney Eade being off the ground, Polkinghorn off, but it was bad play by Harms, really, Lou. Matthews taking full advantage of a poor piece of football by Wayne Harms.
Now, there's a free kick being paid, I think, to Carlton. That will be taken by Meldrum.
Well, the Carlton small men are non-existent today. They're the
except this guy, Lou.
That's right. They rely on these running players, but Sheldon, Buckley, Ashman are unsighted. Glasgott's put in a bit now and again.
12 possessions, Glasgott. But anyway, back to the play. It goes to Morris. Morris from centre field. Long kick up to half forward. Oh, Byrne came from behind, but he hasn't played the mark. He's got it over to Polkinghorn, who's just replaced Eade. Out to Matthews, leading again, and Matthews marks.
Well, you could say it was a lovely pass, but I think it was a missed kick by Polkinghorn.
That other thing beats class any day, Bob, doesn't it?
I think so, Pete.
Just the same that Matthews is getting away from Wayne Harms just as easy as he did against Austin too, and he's leading into the ball all the time, Pete.
Matthews, forward pocket left. He's kicked 3 already for Hawthorn, 45 metres out. Still going towards the right post, and that will be touched through for 1 behind to Hawthorn, who take their score on now to 8 goals 6, Carlton 3 goals 7. Well, we've been playing nearly 20 minutes in the second quarter, and Carlton have so far kicked 4 behinds in this term. Reid brings the ball back into play. Looking out there for Dean, who claims the mark. They're not playing those today. Robertson, long hand pass to deep here to Domenico, crashes past Ashman. And still Birdie's going, shoots at goal. He's missed it though, and out of bounds on the full. So Ashman does not look too good at the moment. Now both teams have both their reserves on, Bob, don't they?
They do at the moment. I think Rodney Eade will be okay, but let's face it, both Bryant and Austin, both players are in trouble. Similar type incidents, but Ashman was just the victim of real aggression there.
Well, there's a free kick there to Dool. He drives the ball back towards the wing position. Nearly a mark to McClure. The umpire said, yes, it's okay. Possibly a free kick as the ball goes over their half-forward line. Meldrum again couldn't pick that one, goes for a hand pass. Well intercepted by New. And Ashman still in the hands of the trainers out there at half-forward. He stood in the way of DP at Domenico as Green breaks clear and drives it up there towards Byrne. He's got the mark.
Oh!
And by golly, this fella's played a great game too.
Yes, he certainly has. But Payton giving Byrne great support since he's come on the ground, allowing Byrne to have a rest. And Russell Green, again, getting away from Sheldon. And, you know, he just runs far too much for Sheldon. And I don't think Sheldon, with the games he's played this year, would have the fitness to keep with Russell Green.
Just on the 21-minute mark of the second quarter, 54 plays 25, but Byrne has a chance to change that margin. I noticed that Ashman's got the helmet back on again and he's ready. The umpire bringing Byrne around, but the angle's not too bad. He's yet to score a goal. Kick on its way. He's hooked that one and it'll be through for 1 point. So Hawthorn move on to 8 goals, 7.55 to Carlton, 3 goals, 7.25. We mentioned before they're running players. They're not in the event. Their small men have been missing all day as it goes out there to Reid and Byrne. Byrne taps it on. There's Ashman. Couldn't get clear. Once again, it's Byrne getting around those players like a little player. Long shot for goal. It's not a bad kick. It's a goal. Oh, we were singing his praises, but he didn't let us down with a magnificent goal.
He had a great first quarter. He's done well around the ground, Bob, hasn't he? 9-7 to 3-7.
He certainly has, Peter, and I think that was a great example. First of all, he taps the ball down, then comes on again, does well to get around an opponent, and the great skills of Michael Byrne are really shown to the fore there.
Stephen Phillips quickly has some news for us.
Peter Brereton back on the bench. He's available to come back on. Not as bad as they thought. Eade having trouble with his breathing.
22.5 minutes gone. 9-7 to 3-7 now at VFL Park.
And Hawthorn looking good. They look as though they could be the side to play Essendon next week. Ball tapped on by Payton, picked up by Judge, a hand pass to Green, and what a game this fella's played. Over to Langford. This could be another goal coming up, a long shot, but it's off target and through for 1 point. So it's Hawthorn, 9 goals, 8.62 to Carlton, 3-7-25. But they can't afford to have so many small players out of form as they have today, Bob.
I think one of the important things to Carlton right now would be not how bad is Curly Austin, but how bad is Ken Hunter. To think that Hunter is not out on the ground, whether he's sustained a new injury or one of the many that he's carried through the year, will be interesting.
Murphy goes for the hand pass and it's taken by Blackwell at right centre wing. Blackwell trying to find McClure. In front is Mew. McClure goes for the knock on. Who's there? No one. Schwab. Fresh air shot picked up by McClure again. McClure from right half forward. A long kick in towards Ralph. Ralph coming late on the scene. Now Meldrum. Oh, he's caught. Throws it out for Ashman. Schwab is there with him. Ashman tries to shepherd for Murphy. In goes Marcoux. And umpire Russo has decided on a bounce. 23.5 minutes gone, second quarter. 9-8 to 3-7 now at VFL Park. It's a bounce. Just about full forward for Carlton. Jones doing battle with Mew. Loveridge tackled seemingly when not in possession. Ashman shrugs one tackle. A hand pass is on the Jones. It's atrocious. Lester Smith at left back pocket. Chips it towards the boundary line. It was all he could do. And the Hawthorn defender there, Langford, content to let it roll over. So an action-packed second quarter. Approaching the time on period. 24 minutes gone. Knocked down by Morris. McClure is there, working hard. Dives on top of the ball. Again, we'll see a bounce. Carlton with not that many good players at the moment. Meldrum has played well for them. Bounce favours Jones. Tries to get it to Marcoux. He's pinned, loses it pretty quickly. Lester Smith's kick is well smothered. He's got a second chance. Marcoux burrows in. Here goes McClure again, as I said, trying hard. But Mew takes the mark left back pocket for Hawthorn. Goes across goal. Could be dangerous, but Russell Green is there, one of Hawthorn's best players. Green on the move now from right half back. Sheldon in pursuit. Green, long kick up towards the centre field area. Duel. English is there first. English, a short pass. Jones, has he got it? Yes, says the umpire. Takes the mark at half forward, but about 50 metres out from goal. Lead being made by Ralph. He's seen it. He's gone for a pass, and that's OK. Ralph leads out beautifully.
Well, Pete, what you said before is pretty right, I suppose. Meldrum and Ralph are the only two consistent players, possibly with Duel doing his best down there in defence. The rest are struggling, really.
They are, but Ralph, I don't know, every time I see this guy, he plays reasonably well, but the Carlton supporters that I've spoken to don't seem to like him. He's kicked 3 goals anyway, and they've only got 3, so you can't do much more than that, can you? He's got 4 now, 4 out of 4. That's not bad. Carlton come closer. 25.5 minutes gone. 7th big lead from VFL Park. 9-8 to 4-7.
Peter could possibly use Lou Richards' comment to really sum Warren Ralph up. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not.
That's right.
And, that really is Warren Ralph. As he lines it up, you watch on replay, and he is a very reliable kick.
like Peter McKenna at his best. He'd be proud of that one.
Well, that's going back a long time, isn't it?
26 minutes gone now in the second quarter. 62 plays 31.
Knocked out by Jones. Let's hope that Carlton get a couple of quick goals as McClure tries to get through the pack. Was he pushed in the back? Now the umpire said it'll be a ball up. There's umpire James, named Aboriginal of the Year, which was certainly a nice honour for that, like a very popular umpire.
Top bloke.
Centre bounce. Against Payton as Jones gets the tap down for the second time. Back to McClure, a high kick over the centre half forward position, punched out by Swab. Comes back to Buckley. It's about time he's done something. He's gone for a shot at the goal, up to Ralph again. Oh, it could be a free kick to him.
Have to be.
Yes, a push in the back, so he's got a chance to kick his 5th goal.
He's got 4, one from a free already, and he's kicked Carlton's only goal.
Well, he's got into his back. He may have overemphasised that, but the free kick was there, and Warren Ralph with a chance to kick his 5th, and that'll be Carlton's entire score of goals, which is a fine effort for a bloke that's been in the doldrums all this year.
Yes, Chris Mew's certainly not the Chris Mew from early in the year. He's become ultra negative against Ralph, and is starting to try and manhandle.
There's Ralph's kick. Now that's another goal. Goal number 5 to Ralph. And of course the scoreboard now on the big league is 9 goals, 862. Hawthorn to Carlton 5-7, 37. And we're just on the 27.5-minute mark of this second quarter.
As we watch the replay, you must admire the way that Warren Ralph used his body on that occasion. He put himself in a position that Chris Mew almost had to run into him, and he just stood his ground and used his body well.
Centre bounce. Chance for Jones, but he couldn't get it out. But backing up well as Dool. They go back into attack, but it's picked up by Morris. He had to be shifted, but playing better at centre half back as the ball goes down there towards English. He couldn't hold the mark. Picked up by Reid. It's back towards the centre line. A chance for Blackwell to mark. He does. And Carlton badly needing another goal before half-time. A short pass out wide to Mark Gill on his own. He's got a paddock to go for a run. He's taken advantage of that. He gets around Tuck. Up towards Ralph again. Can he take the mark? No, Murphy's there. And there's O'Halloran, too big for little Murphy, and takes a fine mark in defence.
It wasn't good play by Mark, too. Ralph had given a beautiful lead, and with a player in form like Ralph, you should try and get the ball to him.
That's right, Bob, as we see Robertson take that mark there at half-back. Hawthorn 62 points to Carlton 37, only 25 points the difference. The umpire's called play, and as the ball is picked up by Curran after being knocked to the ground, up there towards Payton and Reid. At the back is Harms, takes it off the pack nicely. That was down there towards Montgomery. He takes the mark out there at half-back. So Carlton looking a little better this last 10 minutes. Well, here's Carlton's, one of their best players out, or 2 of the best players, he and Ralph. Over it goes to Glasgow, back to Sheldon. Another quiet player, back to Ralph again. Punched away that time by Mew. In goes Marcoux, went without the ball. Picked up by Buckley. Over it goes to Sheldon, down there towards the forward pocket. Swab and Aspin. And they both, well, Aspin goes down. It's on the boundary line. Down goes Swab. Got one that time from McClure, but the umpire's going to pay a ball up there right on the boundary line.
I think Schwab was waiting for the ball to go over the boundary line, or hoping for a free kick for in the back.
I think he was hoping for a free kick, Pete.
The umpire says no, and Carlton fans conversely looking for a free kick for holding the ball, and they were pretty right. Byrne and Madden. Knock further forward or further back, whichever way you prefer. It's out of bounds again, and about 10 or 15 metres further around the boundary line. Nearly 30 minutes gone in the quarter. Carlton have kicked the last 2 goals and looking a little bit better now. Madden and Byrne. Marcoux lost it. No one making any headway there. Now finally it's a Carlton ball out to McClure. Flicks out the hand pass, picked up by Glasgow. He's racing into goal. He's well shepherded. The shot is a high one. Ralph and Mew. O'Halloran in trouble. Out of trouble. Oh, beautiful tap down Ashman. Onto Meldrum. He's caught. Lester Smith in the goal square. Shrugs the tackle well. Hawthorn get out of danger momentarily. Langford takes the mark at left half back. Good defence by Hawthorn. Tuck. Thought about going off, then has to go back. He saw a duel there. 2 of the, can we say, quiet achievers in VFL football, and 2 of the best. Byrne at half-back. There's the half-time siren, and the scoreboard in the qualifying final showing Hawthorn lead 9-8-62. But Carlton looking a little bit better, close to half-time, 5-7-37. second half of the match now. Hawthorn leading by 25 points, but Carlton got the last 2 goals in the second quarter, close to half-time. Knocked away by Byrne. Dool loses it out to Byrne. Picked up by Blackwell at right half-back flank. Blackwell back to Meldrum, one of Carlton's best players, and he started off in fine fettle again. 5 marks and 17 possessions. He's got it onto Ashman. Ashman at right half forward tries to get around Schwab. He does so. The kick in towards goal. O'Halloran does it well. Polkinghorne. And the mark taken by Robertson. Decides to get it moving quickly onto Schwab, who fumbles. This allows James the opportunity. Paddles it further forward, trying to find Ashman. Robertson in the road. And the umpire letting it go. Byrne, or just about threw that one out. It comes out to Montgomery. He's lost it. Picked up by Morris. A lot of fumbling to start the third quarter. Curran and Dean. Is it a mark? No, says the umpire. They've been consistent on that today. Judge tackled by 2 of them. He paid the free kick. Loveridge chips it up to Matthews, and he has not got it. Good play by Reid. English, who had his number taken in the second quarter, gets it back to Reid at right half-back, and Carlton get out of danger. Reid's kick is a very high one. Jones and Byrne. Jones stands his ground. Jones on centre wing. Polkinghorne and Meldrum. Blackwell, not Blackwell, but Ralph overruns the ball. Mew held to him or holding the ball, says the umpire. It's the latter. 18 free kicks to Carlton, 11 for Hawthorn. The stats at the moment. And Ralph to take the free kick. He's kicked 5 goals for Carlton. And they've got 5 on the board. He won't kick a goal from here, but he's a beautiful long kick. Up to the full forward position, trying to find Madden. Sheldon runs the long way. O'Halloran in pursuit. Good smother by Polkinghorne. O'Halloran paddles it on beautifully. Mew to Robertson, just about runs out of bounds. He's still in play, keeps it in play. Now towards centre wing, and Curran should get there first for Hawthorn. No, he doesn't.
And Buckley with a long kick, and Carlton go back into attack again. Murphy, what a great mark to the little rover. Oh, that was a catchy mark.
Yes. Giving away how many centimetres you would not know. He got rid of Rod Lester-Smith with just a great leap and used his body beautifully. A lovely mark.
2.5 minutes gone. Murphy from about 35 metres out kicks the ball. It's a long kick. It deserves a goal, and it is a goal.
Last 3 goals to Carlton. They're back in it now.
Well, Carlton with a chance. 6 goals, 7.43 Carlton to Hawthorn. 9 goals, 8.62. And the Blues must have a chance now, Bob.
A replay we watch is Jim Buckley intercepted well, and Fraser Murphy using the body to perfection. Wonderful effort.
Well, the difference now 19 points as we see Murphy take that mark from our camera behind the goals.
3 minutes gone now, third quarter.
Centre bounce again. This will give the Blues a bit of confidence. Only 19 points down, and they were in a bad spot about halfway through the second quarter. That ball was knocked out by Byrne, kicked off the ground by Tuck. There's Brown, and he goes down. He was off the last quarter with a nasty knock in the face. English with a hand pass to Jones, and Carlton go back into attack again. Up there towards Ralph. He's got it. He's already kicked 5 goals. Oh, he's led them a merry dance. First of all, it was Morris, and now this very experienced backman Mew. He's on top of him, and he's going for goal number 6.
You saying to umpire Russ, do you think I'd fall over on my own?
Well, there we go now. Ralph would only be about 40 metres out, and the distance shouldn't worry him, and he's a very accurate kick for goal as we approach the 4-minute mark of this third quarter. This goal would be very handy for Carlton. There it is on its way, and that's a great kick, and it's a goal. So the Blues are back in business.
Last 4 goals to Carlton.
So the scoreboard, it's Hawthorn, 9 goals, 8.62. To Carlton, 7 goals, 7.49 on the big lead.
Well, is this the third quarter Carlton burst that they're famous for, Bob?
They've done it against Hawthorn 2 or 3 occasions. Certainly not this year, and possibly, well, I know early last year they kicked 8 or 9 in return. But Warren Ralph in particular has justified, more than justified, the selectors' faith in him with 6 goals out of their 7.
Well, he'd have to be on those stats just about best on the ground, wouldn't he, really? 4.5 minutes gone. Byrne to Tuck. Buckley taps it back. Sheldon burrows in. No one making any headway. A ball up, says umpire James. Only about 10 metres away from the circle, but on Carlton's, or in Carlton's attacking zone. Carlton looking a much better side now. They've kicked the last 4, and they're the running side at present. Down to Langford. English in the road, though. Certainly had the better of Loveridge. Chips it out. Blackwell on his own. And Carlton really looking good. Mew this time in front of Ralph. Kicks it out of bounds on the full, so everything falling into place for Carlton at the moment. Hawthorn not doing anything right.
Plus the fact, Pete, that Carlton have got plenty of big-time players for this match. They've won plenty of finals. They've been in plenty of finals, some of these players.
Ralph, he's got it again. Can he make it 7? They've kicked the last 4. Ralph has got 6. The only other goal kicked for Carlton by Fraser Murphy, so it's not really a one-man band, but by golly, how can they ever leave this guy out of the team?
Well, only with Pete. If you had seen him play against Footscray, Pete, you'd know why.
I didn't see him play against Footscray, Bob. Goal umpire just moving across. Don't tell me he's missed one. He has 1 point. So Warren Ralph now has 6 goals, 3 to his credit. 62 plays 50, 2 goals in it. O'Halloran comes towards the member stand side. He's trying to find Morris. Robertson. Green. They'll have to get their running game going if they're to get back into this match. They're leading at the moment, but by golly, Carlton playing the better football. Morris chips it down to right half forward. Matthews on to Loveridge. McCarthy on his own and marks. Well, I thought about going
to Matthews there, Pete.
Yes, it was. He thought about going the hand pass, but obviously decided that that was not the thing to do. He's well within kicking distance, and it would certainly be a steadier for Hawthorn.
Waiting on McCarthy. Of course, the difference 12 points. There's the kick on its way, and there's no doubt about it. It's a goal. So just over the 7-minute mark, it's Hawthorn 10 goals, 868 to Carlton 7, 850 points. And it's a pretty good effort on the part of Carlton, Bob, when you consider the amount of good players they've had in their lineup up to this stage of the match.
Yes, but when you say that, Lou, it's a little surprising that Carlton are as close as they are. I think it was more a case of Hawthorn not managing to use the number of opportunities they had up forward in that second quarter.
18 points the difference, just over the 7.5-minute mark of the third quarter, and Carlton still in there with a chance. Let's see whether Hawthorn can really bounce back. Knocked out by Jones. A long knockout towards Buckley. Goes the punch. He could have grabbed that, but it's down towards centre-half forward. There's little Fraser Murphy. It's not a good hand pass. Kicked off the ground in soccer style by Lester Smith. And there's a mark to burn. He's been a fine player today for them. Hardly put a foot wrong. Handball been perfect. A short pass out to Loveridge. And the little Rovers got it out there on the wing position. There's a lead coming up now. Out there to Robertson, got one in the face, but he's got the mark. And he's running towards an open goal. He'll give a hand pass. Over here to Matthews. Straightens up 5, but he's off target. Dool upset him that time, and he's put it out of bounds.
I think Matthews upset himself there, Lou. Instead of going straight at the goals, he thought about doing something for the team and giving it across to Robinson, and that really took his concentration away in many respects.
There's the kick coming in that time from the Carlton defence and marked by Tuck out of half forward. The difference 18 points, 68 plays, 50
Free kick to Matthews, Luke.
Free kick to Matthews.
The wrestle
against Harms.
He was going to give the lead, and Harms grabbed hold of him, and Glenn James right on the spot.
Well, OK, this gives Matthews a chance for goal number 4. And he's been a great player today too. This fella's got a lot of football left in him. He's only about 15 metres out directly in front. There it is on its way. Now the difference is 24 points and 4 goals to Matthews. On the big league, it's 11 goals, 874 Hawthorn to Carlton, 7 goals, 850.
So I think we saw there the value of an umpire like Glenn James. Already has, before he took up umpiring, he played 40-odd games with Marupna up there, playing amongst senior footballers. And he realised that if someone's going to lead, a forward is going to lead, then backmen try and do something about it. And Harms grabbed hold of Matthews, and Glenn James was right on the job.
We're approaching the 10-minute mark of the third quarter now. 11-8 to 7-8 in favour of Hawthorn. Matthews has 4, thumped 20 metres by Byrne. It's on to Brereton. He gets collared, holding the ball it'll be. Not a good day for Dermot Brereton. He's been KO'd, and he's certainly had better afternoons of football. Dool Up to half forward, Lester Smith in front. Oh, here's little Fraser Murphy, he loves these, shoots at goal, wobbles at goalward. Off target, one behind, I think. Well, Murphy had the play made for him there, probably didn't steady enough, Bob.
As well, he wasn't quite able to straighten up and as far as he'd like to kick right foot, and maybe if he'd had the shot with his left foot, he might have been better off.
DP Medico and tuck for Hawthorn. Over the top is Byrne. He's played a great game this afternoon. Jones might have won more of the tap outs, but Byrne has put in a tremendous effort around the ground. One of the best performances I've seen from him. Chips it up towards centre wing. He's trying to find Brewitt, and this time he's got the mark in front of Dool, and that's not easy to do. Dool always a fine contributor, and certainly so this afternoon. Wobbly punt kick to half forward. Almost a mark to English. Out of bounds.
I reckon I'd have paid that.
No, you've got to hold chest marks, Lou.
Well, they've been consistent with it this afternoon, though, haven't they, Lou? Really. You really have to hold them today. Picked up by Sheldon. Sheldon's kick back to centre field. Byrne, attempted smother, successful. Marku throws it out. Picked up by Morris. Onto Polkinghorne, tries to get clear of Meldrum. A little short one in towards the centre square. Blackwell will get there first for Carlton. Looking for a hand pass. He finds Ashman on his own. Two Carlton players running. Sheldon and Montgomery. They could raffle this one. In comes Tuck, or Judge it is rather. Sheldon takes the kick. He's got Meldrum, and Meldrum marks in front of Polkinghorne. He's easily the most, best contributor upfield. Ralph has got the goals, but he's got a number of kicks, Meldrum. In towards centre forward. There's a mark. McClure.
Actually, McClure hasn't played a bad game since quarter time either, Pete. He's a goer. Keeps on putting in all the time.
This is a fine mark, that one, as we watch on replay. McClure always prepared to take the front position, and it's great to have a forward player who is prepared to stand his ground and be in the front. Defenders then have to punch the ball away, and it gives an opportunity for your smaller players to come on the scene.
Mark McClure would have to fall over to miss it. 10 metres out, directly in front. Puts it through for a goal. And a very valuable one for Carlton. McClure's first. Carlton now 8-9-57. Hawthorn 11-8-74.
And we're just over the 12-minute mark, and Carlton still hanging in there as we see Meldrum drive the ball down there to McClure.
And the replay shows a fine mark to McClure. Fraser Murphy standing by as McClure with our shot from behind the goals. A nice kick, and McClure, particularly since quarter time, has done a good job at centre half forward.
17 points now only in favour of Hawthorn. We're approaching the 13-minute mark of the third quarter.
Centre bounce, 17 points the difference in favour of Hawthorn. Knocked out by Madden. McClure juggles that one, still takes the ball with him, a hand pass. Well played by McClure, over to Marku, up there towards Ralph again. He's out of position, and a mark there to Mew. Ralph has already kicked 6 goals. Been a very strong player down there on the forward line for Carlton, and a good mark taken here at half back for Hawthorn by Loveridge. Out to Green, their most prolific kick getter this year and today again. As the ball is finally shot around towards Hawthorn's half forward line. They all missed that. Kicked off the ground by Dill, but it hit the boundary line, didn't it? It was out of bounds. So it'll be a penalty free kick to Hawthorn. Couldn't do much else that time, Dill.
Bad luck for him. It didn't
I
do
think
it by much.
That's right. I think he tried
to put it along the ground.
That's right, he did. Robertson now, about 65 to 70 metres out from goal. Matthews making the lead. Oh, Harms was giving him a mile, gave him a mile start that time, and Matthews would be about 45 metres out, but a difficult shot. I don't know if he'll make the distance or not. Gone for a short pass, and Bertie DP Domenico has got the mark. He goes for a short pass. There's plenty of Hawthorn players down there on that forward line, wandering around loose. I don't know what's happened to the Carlton defence. Lacking a little bit of concentration.
Curran's on his own too.
Now Byrne, the most effective big player on the ground today. He's played a tremendous game, and he'd only be about 45 to 50 metres out directly in front. He's already kicked 1 goal. Used to play for Melbourne. And there's the kick. It's another goal. That's his second. And Hawthorn move on to 12 goals, 880 to Carlton, 8 goals, 957. And we're just over the, or just on the 14.5-minute mark of this third quarter.
Whether Carlton are getting a little tired or not, Hawthorn still continue to run and make position. Carlton not picking their players up. There were 3 occasions there that Hawthorn were able to short pass and go across into that corridor down the centre to have a direct shot at goal.
Sevens big league from VFL Park, approaching the 15-minute mark of the quarter now. Knocked away by Byrne, picked up by Sheldon. His kick was well smothered, but the chances for Marku. Now he's lost it. Dermot Brereton's kick also is a short one. Nobody making any headway here. Byrne goes the long way. Robertson tries to get clear, effective, onto Curran. Curran shoots at goal from 35 metres out, and it's there. 2 goals to Curran. A great chain of hand passes bring Hawthorn another goal. 13-8 to 8-9 at VFL Park.
And that all started from Byrne again. I think we've commented on his hand passing today. I don't think I've seen him hand pass better, Bob.
Yes, there's been some wonderful hand passing. And Robertson, he too, a great exponent of the handball. And Curran, when he gets his opportunities, he's a real opportunist, Peter Curran. He doesn't miss them very often. That's his 2nd goal today.
Blackwell on Matthews.
Well, that's an interesting move. You're really giving away height and bulk to go for the speed. And Blackwell a real goer, and David Parkin relying on pace.
86 plays 57 now at VFL Park. Curran bringing up his 2nd goal for Hawthorn. Out of the centre it comes to Loveridge. He's lost it, picked up by Murphy, tackled well by Tuck, throws it over the top. Morris is there, he's lost it as well. Now it's Polkinghorn's turn to defend, and he does that well. His kick dropping a little bit short. English can't take the grab. Montgomery, his kick was smothered. The ball paddled out further forward. Here's a chance for a couple of players. Glasgow lost it. Curran has to beat 3 of them. English is right behind him. The boundary line might be the winner, but Curran making sure that English didn't get it. Gets congratulated by DP Domenico. Boundary throw in on centre wing.
Just on the 16.5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. 29 points the difference in favour of Hawthorn. They've really bounced back. They were in a bit of trouble. Carlton got within 12 points. We see Sheldon fumble that one. It certainly hasn't been his day today. He gets a hand pass out to Murphy, who scoops the ball out. In comes Harms. Grab back to Dool. The ever-reliable Dool gets around his opponent Langford beautifully. Goes for a pass. Ralph nearly marked that one. Recovers okay, but then falls over. That was bad luck. And Mew takes the ball back there to Langford at half forward. And there's a mile to run for Langford here. Not one player within Cooey up there towards McCarthy. But it's too long and through for 1 point. So it's 30 points the difference.
Oh, somebody's down.
Matthews.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether, well, we couldn't comment. We didn't see it. He might have slipped over.
Ran into the flag.
That does happen sometimes. It's pretty strong, the wind out here too.
Well, the flag's making his nose bleed.
Well, we'll have a look and see whether he's got a blood nose as the ball is out there at half forward for Hawthorn going after this big Madden. Oh, there's nearly a free kick to Tuck, but the umpire's called play. It was kicked off the ground that time by Sheldon. Down towards that half back line, picked up by Swab. Hawthorn really showing strength now. They're all flying. 2 players fought themselves from Hawthorn as Dean picks up the ball. And it's Ashman taking the mark out there at half forward. Quickly plays on. Looking out there for Big Jones. Got under that one completely. Harms against 2 of them. Langford's right on his tail, but he goes back. Back it comes to Jones now. A chance to score. A hurried kick. But the big fella's off target and he's put it out of bounds. They're under pressure. Bad luck, Harms falling over at the critical time then as the ball goes out there to Jones. He's grabbed the mark. He'd be about 45 to 50 metres out from goal. On a bit of an angle. 30 points the difference in favour of Hawthorn. And as I mentioned before, Carlton got within 12 points in this quarter. Short pass, it's a bad one. Down goes Loveridge, he was grabbed too high. The umpire called play on. Fumble by Swab, in goes Mew to help out. He's got 2 of them to contend with, and what's more, beat him. The ball back there towards the wing position. English is grabbed by Robertson, well tackled, gets it back to Glasgow. Now Carlton get the ball over their half-forward line. Ralph coming in, got one hand to it, couldn't hold the mark. It hits the deck. It's Langford down there. He goes down. McClure on top of him, but Langford recovers the battle and gets it over to Swab.
Short pass to Loveridge, and Loveridge marking at left half-back flank in front of Justin Madden. He's gone for a pass. He's trying to find Curran. Dool's there with him. Curran a mark, a great one. Oh, he's gone for a foolish hand pass. Now gets it back again. Byrne playing a great game. What's a real worm bender pass that one. He was trying to find Judge, I think, but it's well wide of him. Matthews hands one out on the line to Montgomery. It'll be a boundary throw-in.
On replay, we watched again. There's a lovely mark by Peter Curran.
Boundary throw-in. Madden and McCarthy. Montgomery will get there first. No, he won't. It's only about 5 metres closer to the Hawthorn goal, but still another boundary throw-in. Nearly 20 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. It's a boundary throw-in. Left half forward for Hawthorn. Knocked down by McCarthy, but it's picked up by Reid. His kick back towards centre wing. Langford in front, paddles the ball further forward, trying to get the kick in. He's well shepherded. The pass is okay to Tuck, who thought about going off, but he's a good long kick, so he should be able to lob it in the goal square if he does in fact go long. Torpedo in towards full forward, and Matthews over the top. Robertson has got it, has he? No.
He's paid it.
Yes, he has.
And talking about Matthews, Bob Skilton thought he had a blood nose, but I'll tell you what it is, it's his moustache. It's a little bit damp through the heavy going out there, Pete.
Is that what it is, Lou? I thought the goal umpire hit him with the flag.
And Matthews, I still feel that he may be bleeding from the nose personally. But Matthews really shepherding well there to, not actually shepherding, but getting rid of Blackwell to enable Robertson to come over the top.
Robertson, 30 metres out from goal, has missed it, has he? Yes, he has. Shocking miss. If he'd missed them from there. 13-10 to 8-9. 88 plays 57. Ball back into play to the member stand side. Tuck in front. Behind is Reid. Meldrum tackled. Out of bounds, and a boundary throw in at right half forward flank for Hawthorn.
31 points the difference, just on the 21-minute mark of this third quarter. And Hawthorn taking over again. Knocked out by Matt, but he hit it to Polkinghorne. Back it goes there to Green, back to Polkinghorne. Intercepted that time by Buckley. Oh, he was tripped up by Green. He'll get a free kick. Actually, it was pretty good play on the part of Green because he was going to break away for sure.
He was off and running if he was allowed to go.
Oh, Buckley in trouble. A hand pass over to Harms. Back to Reid. That's a shocking kick off the side of the boot. Flying high was Sheldon, taking it off the top of the pack. That time was Ashman, a short pass and a marquee to Ralph, and he's already kicked 6 goals. He'd be a good 50 metres out. He's going to go for the shot, I think. Yes, he is. It's a long kick towards the goals. At the back is McClure, but off the top of the pack and through for 1 point. So the difference now 30 points, 13 goals, 10-88 Carlton to Hawthorn, I should say, to Carlton 8 goals, 10-58.
Byrne once again proving his value by punching that through for a point. Didn't try for the mark, just thumped it through for a rush point to Carlton.
I don't know what you think, Bob, but Byrne, in my opinion, is shaping up as nearly the best player on the ground.
Yes, I would agree, Lou.
Ball out there now. Flying high that time was Curran. Punched away by Carlton's Glasgow. It hits the deck, but finally trickles over the boundary line about 40 metres around from the Carlton goal. And they're trailing by 30 points as we approach the 22.5-minute mark of this, the third quarter. Ball knocked back to Ashman. A hurried kick towards the goals. Punched away that time by Ralph. And Murphy with a shot. And he's put it through, the little rover. That's his second. So it's Hawthorn 13-10-88 to Carlton 9-10-64. And the Blues still haven't given in yet.
They most certainly haven't. But once again, the value there of the forward showing a bit of desperation. And we watch on replay, and you can see Warren Ralph punched the ball away. He knew he had no chance of taking the mark himself, so he made sure that Chris Mew didn't, giving the opportunity for Murphy.
23 minutes gone in the quarter. That was Murphy's second goal. It's only 4 goals the difference now in favour of Hawthorn. Madden against Byrne. Palmed down by Byrne, picked up by Loveridge. Loveridge's kick is a high one. Montgomery getting underneath it, so too is Doyle. He punches the ball clear. English is there. Plenty of Carlton players to take it away. Marku to Doyle is caught by Judge. Umpire says play on. It allows Langford to get through. Threads his way around 3 players. Long up to full forward and Matthews. The flyer is Curran. Gets collared. Oh, good defence. Good defence. 23.5 minutes gone. Reid brings the ball back into play for Carlton and goes towards the outer side of the ground. He'll find Doole, who can't take the mark nonetheless. Ball scooped further forward. It's just inside the boundary line, and we'll see a throw in between left half forward and left centre wing for Carlton.
One thing about Doole, Pete, if he can't get it, nobody else will.
He certainly stopped Brereton from getting it, didn't he, there? Byrne in front. Loses out to Madden. DP Domenico has been fairly quiet this quarter. He's gone for a pass. Judge or Robertson. Robertson's got it. Robertson missing that one in front before. It's a play-on call. Didn't see him go over the mark, but the umpire said he did. Robertson slews that one off the side of the boot. Curran's there. Reid is the flyer. Good defence again by Carlton. It comes to Green. Green onto Loveridge. A right foot snapshot into the goal square. Montgomery getting underneath it and takes a good mark and will probably get a 15-metre penalty. He could reverse it if he's not careful.
Yes, there's no value in what Reid was doing there.
No worries at all, Bob.
You take a chance of giving away a goal.
That's right, you certainly do.
Anyway, Montgomery still has the kick. Drops a little bit short. The umpire says he has to kick over the mark. So being totally correct, Montgomery will take the kick again as umpire Russo explains to McCarthy what the procedure is. 25 minutes have gone in the third quarter. Montgomery from left back pocket for Carlton. Naturally favours the member stand flank. He's looking for Madden, who has it knocked away by Byrne, but Jimmy Buckley's there for Carlton. Buckley gets around Tuck. Away he goes. Loveridge in pursuit, and he's caught him. Great tackle by the Hawthorn rover. But Buckley gets it again. Wobbles it up to half forward. Ashman in front. Can't complete the mark. Polkinghorn and Meldrum. Mew looks out there for Lester Smith, and Lester Smith takes the mark at right half-back flank.
And Lester Smith drives the ball back there looking for Byrne. The ball punched away that time by Carlton. That's Dean, and the ball is out of bounds.
The disposal of Hawthorn far superior to Carlton's, Lou.
Certainly is, Bob, but you've got to give full marks to Carlton. They looked as though they were in a hopeless position about halfway through the second quarter, and in this quarter again, but they're still there with a chance. It's only 25 points the difference as Glasgow tries to get a hand pass out. A hurried kick by Morris back towards the wing position. They all get under that, but finally picked up by Madden. Dill put Brereton out of business, but the umpire said it's a high ball. Keep going, fellas. Marcoux couldn't get out. Down goes Murphy, got one in the back, and Murphy will take a free kick. This fella's a little battler, the rover from Geelong West, as he sends the ball up there looking for Ralph. Ralph and Mew having a great battle. Mew's got it. Ralph's got it. And Mew not too happy with the decision, but it was a mark all the way. They were both battling for it.
I'll only repeat that I think O'Halloran is the player I would have put onto Warren Ralph right from the very start. Chris Mew, a very talented player, but not playing in the form that we saw from him early in the season, or I should say prior probably to the state game.
Well, he was worrying about getting a free kick instead of worrying about Ralph that time. And when you've got a player in form like this guy, you've got to concentrate. And there's the kick. That could be goal number 7 for him. It is. So 27 minutes gone of the third quarter. It's Hawthorn 13-11-89 to Carlton 10-10-70. That's a difference of 19 points.
It's a wonderful effort by Warren Ralph. As we see on replay, Fraser Murphy put the ball forward. And Chris Mew looking for the free kick. I think possibly he was being held, but that doesn't matter. You do not look for a free kick. Your great job as a defender is to make sure your opponent does not get the ball.
Certainly right, Bob. 27.5 minutes gone. 19 points the difference as we approach the end of this third quarter. Knocked out by Big Madden. Buckley spins out of the pack. He's playing better this quarter. Lester Smith couldn't hold the mark. Little Murphy battling strongly. Comes out of the pack, but finally gets it away. Ralph comes out. He's already kicked 7 goals. Over to Ashman. Punched away by Mew. In goes Swab. He's got to get around Ralph. He does. A hand pass to Green, but he's under pressure. Back it goes to Mew, and Hawthorn defence get it away. And a good mark to DP Domenico. He quickly plays on. Shoots the ball across to centre half forward. Punched on. Oh, good play by McCarthy to Brereton. Clears circle, gets clear of Duel. Over it goes to Judge. A snap at goal, it'll be okay. It's a goal, that's his third. Good play on the part of Brereton. So it's 14-11-95 Hawthorn to Carlton 10-10-70.
3 goals to Ken Judge, and it's interesting that that's his first kick since quarter time.
Is that right?
He kicked 2 in that first quarter, and on Seven's big league, we watch as a lovely hand pass comes from Dermot Brereton. And it's great to see Brereton, obviously, you know, completely with it mentally, because he copped a heavy knock, and Bruce Duel
looks naked, doesn't he, without it?
Yes, he and Bjorn Borg have made those famous.
29 minutes gone in the quarter. Hawthorn lead by 25, knocked away by Madden. Onto Tuck, he's caught with the ball. Down to Buckley, who gets clear. Ashman goes for a pass down towards Ralph. Doesn't bounce too kindly for him. It's picked up by Mew. His kick is short and kicks it straight to McClure. Lobs it high. Looks for Jones. Knocked away from him. Marcoux gets ridden into the ground, but it's rushed through for 1 point. Now Halloran will bring the ball back. 95 plays 71. And umpire Glenn James just whistling a couple of players away from the 10-metre square while the ball is kicked into play. Now Halloran brings it deep to the pocket. In front is Langford. I thought had the mark. Byrne. Now he's paid the mark.
Free kick he's paid, Pete.
Hold the man, Pete.
Well, the end result was the same, but it certainly looked a mark earlier. Langford's kick, he's trying to find DP Domenico. Over the top was McClure. Desperation shown by Carlton here, but it's one out for Hawthorn by Curran onto DP Domenico. He's at right centre wing. He's gone for a pass, trying to find one of the forwards. Montgomery, though, leading out well. He's got it on a Reid. Reid from centre field. Wobbles it off the boot up towards half forward for Carlton. Knocked away by Byrne. It comes back to Ralph. A flying shot at goal is off target, though, and out of bounds. Not on the full. It bounces over on the first hop. And it will be a boundary throw in left forward pocket for the Blues.
Played a great game today, Ralph. He's getting kicks well away from the goals too, Pete. Besides kicking those 7 great goals.
He has it.
14 kicks he's had so far. That's a fine effort at full forward.
Not too many Carlton players could match that. Alan Jeans already on the boundary line in readiness for three-quarter time. Ralph does some ruck work now. Picked up by Byrne. Tries to get it to Polkinghorne. In goes Meldrum. Keeps it in play. Back to McClure. Shrugs the tackle from Tuck. Lobs it high. Only Fraser Murphy's there, and he couldn't get anywhere near Langford, and Langford takes the mark. Langford getting plenty of directions where to kick the ball. Now he's gone for a pass. He'll find Byrne, and Byrne takes the mark a little bit short of right half-back flank.
31 minutes gone. The siren due to go to end this third quarter as Tuck gets it over to Robertson. And the racehorses hop out there at half-back, but he's fumbled it, trying to be a bit smart. But backing up as usual as Tuck takes it away to save the damage there as the ball finally goes back out there towards Curran. Curran's got a chance to get clear. Matthews is grabbed by Blackwell. Well played. And actually took it away from him. Good play as he gets it over to Glasgow. Glasgow with a hand pass to Buckley. And Carlton go back into attack as it goes there to Ralph. He's got another mark, but he's a long way out. He's already kicked 7 goals. This will be a rip if he can kick this one.
Siren, Luke.
There's the siren to end the quarter, and this will be a pretty valuable goal if he can kick it. The difference now 24 points. Siren gone for three-quarter time, and Ralph would be at least 50 metres out from goal. Taking his time, he is a long kick and a very accurate one. There it is on its way. By golly, it's a high kick. Just about made the distance, but stopped on the line that time by Big Byrne, and no score. It was no score.
No score, though. So at three-quarter time, it's Hawthorn 14-11, 95. Carlton 10-11, 71. On Sevens Big League, it's the final quarter now from VFL Park in the 1984 qualifying final. Hawthorn leading 95-71. 4 goals in it. Byrne with Madden. Harms does it well for Carlton to get it out of the centre. Harms's kick out towards the right half forward flank. Getting underneath it is Marcoux. Doesn't get a favourable bounce. It goes Hawthorn's way and picked up by Russell Morris. Gets around McClure. Lobs it back up towards centre wing. Brereton and Dool knocked away by the latter. Here's a chance for Hawthorn. Now it's Judge. And he had a couple of kicks since quarter time, but he's still kicked 3 goals. Blackwell and Matthews. It's a wrestle. Finally a loose ball for English. He's caught. Good bump by Brereton. Over goes Ashman. He's caught again. Shrugs that tackle well. Kick back towards centre wing, and the mark is taken by Michael Byrne. 8 marks to Byrne. And 20 possessions to the Hawthorn ruckman, so he's played well. Wobbles the punt kick up towards the left forward pocket. Plenty of Carlton players are there. None can take the mark. Matthews and McCarthy. Matthews paddles the ball in front of him. Now it's Montgomery's turn. He's gone for a hand pass, picked up by English. Well smothered by Hawthorn, taken by Judge. A flying shot at goal is close, but not close enough for Hawthorn. And DP Domenico does some soccer tactics to boot it through for a point. 14-12 to 10-11. 25 points in it. Final term from VFL Park. Glasgow and DP Domenico actually having a bit of a wrestle now that's all over. Reid kicks the ball back into play, and Glasgow's got plenty of pace. He's off. Left half-back flank. Sheldon. Carlton deciding to get their running game going. Madden. Back to Sheldon. Good defence there by Polkinghorne to get it away from Meldrum, but the Carlton player still with a chance. He gets a bad bounce, and Schwab content to cut the ball over the boundary line. Well, Carlton running the ball from full-back to left forward pocket. 2 minutes gone.
2 minutes gone of this last quarter. It's out of bounds about 50 metres around from the Carlton goal. They trail by 25 points. Knocked out by Madden, then again by Byrne. Over to Morris, having a bit of trouble picking it up. Finally gets it out to Lester Smith. A hand pass to Polkinghorne. Another one coming over to Loveridge. Loveridge goes for the long kick up there towards the half-forward line. It's Brereton and Dool. It's Broden coming down with the ball, but he's upended. Dool goes in. He spread eagles as he finally gets the ball back there towards Tuck. And Tuck had no trouble marking that one over Buckley. Tuck with a short pass. It'll be all right. Green takes the mark. Very quiet in the third quarter, but a great player in the first half. Half it goes there towards the full forward position. The ball hits the deck again. Backing up well as Reid, but he runs into trouble. A hand pass comes out there to Montgomery. Over to English. Good play by the Carlton defence. The kicker's out wide towards the half-back line. Picked up by Ashman. It's a pass. Marcoux picks it up on the first stop. Back to Ashman again, and the ball back over their half-forward line. Down goes McClure and Morris. Finally backing up well there is Lester Smith. A hand pass back to Swab. The ball was kicked off the side of the boot, straight into the arms of Ashman. He doesn't waste any time. He's looking for McClure. McClure got one on the back of the head that time for Morris. He's pushed in the back, but the umpire said it'll be a free kick for Holm the man. He gets a quick hand pass over to Marcoux, who's done nothing today. He's grabbed by Byrne, but still gets a kick, but it's a bad one, and the ball is out of bounds.
A wonderful effort by Byrne. Great piece of football. When you're a big ruckman like that, it would have been easy to allow Marcoux to run off down the ground, but he persisted and really put Byrne off his play.
Just on the 4-minute mark of the last quarter.
Marcoux off, I should say.
25 points the difference. Knocked out. Oh, down goes O'Halloran. Picked up by Mew. It's a high kick. It doesn't travel far. Still a chance for nearly a mark. He's got it.
No, it bounced.
He's going to pay it.
It bounced.
Well, he's going to pay it. It was a fine effort. I think it was worth it whether it bounced or not. Watch it again.
We watch the replay. There it is.
No, I don't think it
did not bounce. It was a wonderful mark.
Great mark to Mark McClure. He's been a pretty good player. Actually, he's been a very good player since quarter time. He's got a chance to score a goal and make the difference, only 19 points. And we're just over the 4-minute mark. He's already kicked one. And this gives Carlton a chance to bounce back if he can put this one through. There it is on its way. It won't make the distance, and O'Halloran takes a good mark in defence.
O'Halloran, last line of defence. He's gone wide, trying to find Lester Smith in front of Murphy. He has. Lester Smith a pass, trying to find DP Domenico, who has taken the mark. Ascot making sure he didn't run off. He gives away 15 metres, but he intended to do that. Lester Smith at right centre wing. Short pass again. This time the mark taken by Judge at right half forward. Being whistled back again, Dool. Judge a long way from goal, about 85 metres. Again goes for a pass, trying to find Matthews, and that might be out of bounds. I think it is, yes. So a boundary throw in. Matthews glaring back at Judge. Don't think appreciated the pass. And we'll see a boundary throw in, 25 points the difference. Madden and McCarthy, the two M's. One by Madden. Green sharks it, gets around Dool. That's difficult to do. The kick smothered. I don't think it'll be a mark. Matthews close to goal, loses this one out. Taken by Blackwell. Well played. Blackwell looks for Meldrum. Oh, clever knock on by Meldrum. That was brilliant. Now he's got the run of the ball. Polkinghorne in hot pursuit. Meldrum, one of Carlton's best players today. Great effort. And the ball just eluding him over the boundary line. Certainly a great effort, Bob Skilton.
It's an equally good effort by Polkinghorne, though, Pete. He applied pressure all the way down, and Meldrum easily one of Carlton's best players, but Polkinghorne full marks.
So a boundary throw in again. McClure this time doing battle with Byrne. Knocked down to Marcoux, who fires out a long hand pass to Ashman, who had a good third quarter. Ashman's kick is a short one, and the mark is taken by Meldrum again. Off he goes. Pass. Lester Smith goes the knock on. Bounce favours Murphy. Oh, he's just got to get boot to ball. And Mew, great defence, has rushed it through for a point.
He was just a little too tall for Murphy that time. He outreached him, didn't he?
14-12 to 10-12 at VFL Park.
Just on the 6.5-minute mark of this last quarter. Carlton still fighting it out as the ball goes back there towards the half-back line for Hawthorn. Langford got up high, taken off the back that time by Curran. It is. He goes for a pass. It's okay, and marked there by Robertson on the centre wing position. Hawthorn 14-12, 96 to Carlton 10-12, 72. And the ball down there on their half forward. Langford drives it up there towards McCarthy, but there's a good mark in front that time by Reid. Down towards the back pocket position. A long hand pass over to Harms. Harms' kick is back towards the centre of the ground. We see Swab and Marcoux battling there. It's McClure coming out, but he ducked his head. It'll be holding the ball. Now the umpires call play on attack. A hand pass coming over to Green. This looks bad for Carlton as he goes deep into attack. Up there towards Matthews, and good play by Black. As a matter of fact, this fella's done very well on Matthews since shifted onto him. And the kick is a beauty out to Marcoux. And this gives Carlton a running chance down towards their forward line. McClure, oh, he's got it again. A hand pass over to Buckley. A quick one. Short pass. Looking there for Ralph, but he was off balance that time. Down goes Mew. Picked up by Buckley again. Shrugs one tackle off. Intercepted by Polkinghorn. This is pressure football as it goes out wide. Sheldon and Loveridge go after this one. But Sheldon hasn't been in the picture today as we see Loveridge give a beautiful hand pass. Coming out there to Mew. Back it goes again to Green. And the ball back there to DP a minute ago. Knocked on by Glasgow. Backs up well. Gets away from DP a minute ago, but falls over. Bad luck. Picked up by Brereton. He scoots around Reid beautifully as he drives the ball up there towards Matthews. He's got the jump on Buck Blackwell over to Langford. A shot at goal. It'll be okay. It's a goal. So just over the 8-minute mark, it's Hawthorn. 15 goals, 12, 102. To Carlton, 10 goals, 12, 72.
It's excellent play by Brereton there. Intercepted the handball as we watch on replay now. There it is. Brereton intercepting the handball, and he deliberately hooks the ball back. He sees the lead from Matthews, and although it's out in front, it was a well-placed kick, a nice hand pass from Lee Matthews, and an equally good goal from Langford, but great play by Brereton.
Sevens big league from VFL Park in the qualifying final. 30 points the difference. In the final term now, 9 minutes in, 102 plays 72, knocked down by Byrne. Loveridge's kick is a short one to half forward for Hawthorn. Brereton got one hand to it. It's trapped by English, who gets around Brereton, goes wide. Out on the wing is Ashman, who takes the mark. He's had a good second half. And the mark is taken by Marcoux in front of Schwab. Marcoux right half forward flank for Carlton. Lead being made by Ralph. He's kicked the ball long. Out comes Ralph now. Can't complete the mark. Jones was there. Polkinghorn, short kick. Marcoux again. Schwab won't get him. Marcoux's got the pace. Looks for Madden. He's in front. Knocked down to McClure. His shot is there. Sevels has kicked it, I think. Yes, he has. And McClure brings up his second goal. So a great last quarter. 9.5 minutes in. 15-12 to 11-12.
Yes, and McClure certainly has not let Carlton down today. Centre half forward, and from quarter time in particular, he's been well on top of that position. He saw that the ball was going to be punched away by the Hawthorn defence and acted as the rover, and a fine goal from Mark McClure.
2 goals to McClure, 2 to Murphy. They're the minor goal scorers for Carlton. Ralph has 7. 10 minutes gone. 102 plays 78 now at VFL Park. Can Carlton come back? Knocked away by Jones, in fact, thumped down. Green's kick is smothered. Here go the Blues now. Jimmy Buckley gets the run, but it rebounds to Polkinghorn. Gets around 2 of them. Caught. Holding the ball, says the crowd. No, says the umpire. And it will be a ball up at half forward for Carlton.
I think you might find McCarthy go to centre half back against McClure, Pete.
Probably a move. Well, McCarthy's been down up forward today, hasn't he, really? Jones again. Harms is there this time to take it. Langford sockets it off the ground, but it's taken by Reid.
Oh, Reid couldn't get clear. This allows Byrne once again to get clear. He's had plenty of possession today as it goes. A beautiful kick out the judge at half forward. A long shot at goal. It's a long kick. It's a goal. What a beauty. Oh, that's his 4th. What a magnificent goal by Judge. Oh, hit the post. Oh, that looked like a goal, didn't it? Well, there you are. I think he thought it was a goal. He's going to run back to the centre. Must have just grazed it. Waiting there for the ball to come back out there to Dool. He picks it up nicely. And the ball finally shot out there towards the wing position. A bit of bustling going on, but it beats them all, and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds on the centre wing position. And the scoreboard is 103. Hawthorn to Carlton 78. Certainly a great kick by Judd. Deserved a goal. Knocked out by Byrne. Coming into meet it is Sheldon. He's grabbed, but still knocks the ball on. Gets a hurried kick. It doesn't travel very far. But Murphy backs up over to Marcoux. Out wide it goes again, and it's Dean driving it up towards the full forward position. Grabbed there by Hellman. Picked it up on the first volley over to Swab. Hawthorn get it out wide now. It'll be a free kick out here, I should imagine. Be score play as Curran goes for a pass. Marked here by Morris over to Green. Hawthorn getting that running game going as the ball goes up there towards the full forward position. Matthews clashes there with Reid. They both go down. Blackwell backing up down there in the back pocket. Picks it up on the boundary line. Over to Dool. Dool in plenty of trouble. He goes for hand pass, but Glasgow backs up well. Then another one comes over to English down there in the back pocket position. 25 points the difference in favour of Hawthorn, but Carlton not giving in as the ball goes to the boundary line. Well played by McCarthy. As we tipped before, McCarthy's gone to centre-half back on McClure, who's been a great player for Hawthorn, particularly since quarter time. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Knocked out by Byrne, intercepted by Harms, grabbed again by Byrne. Steadies, he didn't have anyone to give it to, but now he's clear, goes for a pass, it's a ripper. And it's marked down here by Lester Smith.
You're now on the forward line, Lou.
Lester Smith gets around Reid very comfortably and going to straighten up and fire at the goals, but he's off target, down towards Judds. Got his hands to it, but couldn't hold the mark and the ball out of bounds.
Morris, sorry, Pete. Morris to the half-back flank. Lester Smith down to the forward pocket. McCarthy to centre half-back.
Trainers having a word to DP Domenico too, who looks a bit tender at the moment. Blackwell caught. Umpire calls play on. It'll be a free kick to whom?
Dean, I think.
It could be reversed now. It is reversed. DP Domenico got one right in the gob.
Matthews first. Still making one of his rare mistakes, I think. You watch on replay. There was the free kick to Dean. Dool coming in, getting rid of Matthews. And
I think you'll find that DP Domenico's okay. He was resting on his elbow after he got knocked down.
There he is there, Lou.
I don't think that would sting him at all.
And a goal by Matthews would lift him anyway.
Matthews, some 35 metres out from goal, has put it through for a goal. That's 5 goals to Matthews. 16-13, 109 to 11-12, 78 at VFL Park.
Well, very rare do you see that man make such an elementary error. There's the free kick to Dean, and there's Dool.
Look at DP, especially on his elbow.
I think Matthews must be saying, well, fancy getting a free kick from Bruce Dool like that.
Yes, he'd be the first time I think I've ever seen Dool give away one like that.
But, well, let's face it, they're very rare from Bruce Dool.
14 minutes gone in the final term. Jones in the ruck for Carlton against Byrne for Hawthorn, who has done a lion's share of it this afternoon. Thumped 40 metres by Byrne. Montgomery knocks it back to the centre circle, but the umpire's found a free kick, and it will be going to Hawthorn. Jones having a word to the umpire. And Byrne takes the free kick at the circle. To half forward, looking for Curran. Knocked away by Lester Smith. Plenty of Carlton defenders are there. Dean gives it to Dool. Awkward kick, slews off the side of the boot. In front is Langford, who takes the mark amid attention from Melbourne. Langford, short of left half forward. Matthews calling for it, telling him where to kick the ball. Dool has to beat 3 of them, and just about did. English caught when not in possession. The umpire calls play on. Matthews does, and kicks a goal or a behind. It's the latter, and the score now at VFL Park, 16-14, 110 to 11-12, 78.
32 points the difference, just over the 15-minute mark of this last quarter, and things not looking too good for Carlton now. Polkinghorne, Melbourne, but tapped on that time by Montgomery out towards the half-back flank boundary. He's got plenty of time to go for a bit of a bounce. Right on the line he is, coming around towards the wing position. Goes for a hand pass over to Marcoux. Back it goes to Montgomery. Now he goes for another trot. Then he decides to go for the long kick. It falls short, and Little Murphy's got it. He's played a pretty valuable game today, too. He's had 17 possessions, and he's kicked 2 goals. He's about 40 metres out from goal. The shot, there it is on its way. Won't make the distance. Ralph got 1 or 2 hands to it, couldn't hold the mark, and the ball is out of bounds right against the point post, deep in the attacking zone for Carlton. 32 points the difference. Favour of Hawthorn, so the ball is knocked out towards Ralph again. He's already kicked 7. He's going to have a snapshot of the goals. Let's see what he can do with this one. Oh, it's not a bad sort of a kick either. There's goal number 8, and that was a ripper, wasn't it? Oh, that was a lovely goal, Robert.
It certainly was, Lou. You know, full marks, and you know, Warren Ralph, as I said earlier, I wouldn't have played him on his form against Footscray the other week, and he certainly has shown RJ Skilton and everyone else who was critical of his selection, because 8 goals so far, and I think that equals the highest number of goals in a qualifying final.
Nearly 17 minutes gone now. Carlton still making a late run, 16-14 to 12-12.
Centre-bounce. 17 minutes gone of the last quarter. Marcoux shoots the ball back there towards that half-forward line, coming out to meet it as Swab, and he takes the mark at half-back. Quickly plays on. under pressures. The ball goes out wide there to Green. Green steadies. 26 points the difference, so they're not out of the fire yet, Hawthorn, but they're looking okay as we see Jones drop that mark. It was a difficult one. Deep here to Menego, and Dill fight it out. It's deep here to Menego. Beautiful play on the boundary line as he kicks the ball long. What's this one? Oh, my goodness. Was that a goal? Yes, it is a goal. Unbelievable. That is the best goal I've seen for years.
17-14, 116 to 12-12, 84 at VFL Park.
I think the runner, Peter, is trying to take DiPiero Menego off as we watch on replay.
I think the try.
Tapped over the back, and now DiPiero Menego taps it forward. Goes and just balks beautifully, and he's not the most fluent-looking player, but he certainly has skill. The
most effective, but
the
that's
way
the
he was
difference.
able to balk and then steady, and what a great team-lifting goal.
18 minutes gone. 116 to 84. Carlton now through Sheldon. Up towards right half forward flank. Meldrum and Polkinghorne. Polkinghorne went the tap on. Meldrum lost it. Mew in front of Ralph has already kicked 8 goals to equal the qualifying final. Gets it to Langford. Langford at left half back flank. Goes short. Up the centre wing. Too long for Sheldon. Knock on by Brereton. Robertson tries to knock it clear. Not successful. The umpire's found a free kick. Now it's a play on call. Marku does. He chips it up towards the point of the square, and the mark is taken by Jimmy Buckley in front of Green. Buckley decides to play on. Get the ball moving quickly. He does just that in the road, though. Russell Morris will get a free kick for in the back. Carlton fans not happy with that.
I don't think Murphy's too happy about it either.
I don't think Morris is even less so.
I don't know what he could do there. What's he supposed to do, Bob?
Well, he had to come in and try and tap it away, but in doing it, he did get into the back. Yeah.
Morris out towards centre wing.
I must admit it, they have been consistent, because I was critical of one early in the game and went against Hawthorn.
So a boundary throw in on centre wing at the 19-minute mark. 116 players, 84 in the qualifying final from VFL Park. The match going to CTV in Canada, ESPN in the United States. Sheldon on centre wing. Looks for Marku. Marku gets clear. Off tuck. Just. Short pass up to Meldrum, who's been a very constructive contributor for Carlton. Montgomery. Marku at half forward, attempted smothered by Green, not successful. O'Halloran in front, takes the mark in front of Big Matt. Over to O'Halloran, left back pocket. Looks for a lead across the half back line, none there, so he goes long. Tuck in front, chips in beautifully to take the mark.
Just on the 20-minute mark, 32 points the difference in favour of Hawthorn. Just the same, Carlton haven't been disgraced here today. They've had many players down, and I think in the third quarter they got within 12 points, and they've made Hawthorn really fight here, but Hawthorn, no doubt, the far superior side. They get this running game going, and they're very hard to stop. But plenty of winners. There's one now we're talking about. Byrne played one of the best games he's played since leaving Melbourne. They'd be sorry about that, as we see Curran fire at the goals up to Matthews. Couldn't get there in time. Had 2 to contend with, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds in the forward pocket, about 5 metres around from the point post. 116 Hawthorn to Carlton 84. Approaching the 21-minute mark of this last quarter. Been a pretty strong game here today. A couple of players have had to leave the ground. Hunter with a corked thigh, and of course Austin with a, looked as though it could have been a badly bruised face, and Brereton went off the ground, but
Eade with ribs too.
Yeah, Eade with rib, but Brereton came back, and runner on the ground. We see a hand pass from Robertson back to Langford. Fumble that one, has a hurried snapshot towards the goals. Won't make the distance. Players set themselves. Punched out by Reid, and the ball is out of bounds again.
We've been able to see the versatility of the Hawthorn side, with DiPiero Menego getting injured and going to the forward pocket. Lester Smith, who started at half back, then went down to the forward pocket, is now back on the wing.
Well, back there to Marku. He takes the mark. Little short of half back. Could be a 15-metre penalty against Robertson.
What's that about that?
Hand pass to Ashman. But Carlton really haven't had their small players running today. That's been their trouble. Sheldon's been down, but there's an excuse from him. He's been out for most of the season. They might have rushed him back, as we see little Murphy coming in, who's battled hard all day. Goes for a hand pass to Ashman. Picks it up there at half forward. Looking for Ralph. He's got it. He's already kicked 8. And he could break the record here for a qualifying final, Bob, because that 8 goals is the equal of the record. He's had 10 marks, and no doubt he's one of the best players on the ground too. With
easily.
Well, he's had about 20 possessions. That's a fine effort at full forward. Now, he's only about 35 to 40 metres out and could easily kick this one for goal number 9. There she is on its way. Oh, it didn't make the distance. Big Madden couldn't grab that. Well, he hasn't grabbed many today, and the ball is through for 1 point. So 22 and a half minutes just on, and it's Hawthorn 17-14, 116 to Carlton 12-13, 85, and the Blues still plugging away as the ball goes out there to Buckley. Finally picked up by Tuck, grabbed by McClure, gets the hand pass back there to Langford, who's played a pretty solid game since quarter time as the ball goes there to centre half forward. Intercepted out here by Dean, in a bit of trouble getting clear, but shows a lot of determination. Nearly got one in the back to Dool. Over to Harms. Harms gets a hand pass back to McClure. Over to Jones. He had to bend for that one. Stretch as the ball goes down and a mark there to Polkinghorne.
Polkinghorne at left half-back flank.
I think Hawthorn have gone for safety with Michael Tuck, Peter. They've just taken him off the ground and bringing Eade back on.
Eade, of course, suffering from sore ribs, as Stephen told us before. Curran goes for a pass, and the mark picked up by Loveridge at left centre wing. 23 minutes have gone in the term. Loveridge goes for a pass. Mark taken by Eade, as I said, just come back onto the ground. I would assume the ribs have been strapped. Knocked away by Brereton, picked up by Jones. Loose ball at half forward for Hawthorn, picked up by Sheldon. He's picked up as well and loses the ball. Taken by Robertson, a useful balk to get around Ashman. He's trying to find Matthews. He's collared by Blackwell. Did he have the ball? The umpire calls play on. And now it will be a ball up at centre half forward for Hawthorn. And the wrestle continues. It's best 2 falls out of 3 there.
Bob, Carlton have been undermanned mainly all day, or mostly for the day, but they're still battling it out. You've got to give them full marks for that.
Yes, they've hung in there right throughout, Lou, and they could easily have, well, dropped their bundle, but they've continued to battle it out. But Hawthorn, you can't take anything away from Hawthorn. Let's not forget that they had 4 players out before the game even started.
Madden takes the mark, and Carlton supporters thinking he could have done better during the day, I guess, judging by the reception that got up towards half forward. Meldrum, that is a great mark. And he has certainly been a trier, Bob, hasn't he?
Yes, he's done a fine job on that half forward line, Pete.
9 marks and 22 possessions for Meldrum. Looking for Ralph. Oh, Murphy, 3 goals. 3 goals to Fraser Murphy. Always dangerous near goals. How many do we see like that he kicked? 17-14, 116 to 13-13, 91.
Still 25 points the difference, and we're just on the 25-minute mark. So it's going to be a very difficult job for Carlton to win this one, just the same.
Yes, as Fraser Murphy puts that through on replay, really this last term has been, well, virtually equal. 24 points the margin at three-quarter time, 25 points the margin now.
And speaking of 25, now 25 minutes into the term. Time on being played in the final quarter. 25 points the difference at VFL Park in the qualifying final. Umpire Glenn James having a few words to Jimmy Buckley and Lester Smith, saying, give me room to bounce the ball. In comes Byrne, loses it to Jones, onto McClure. McClure, clever tap onto Ashman. Carlton still fighting this out right to the bitter end. Schwab and Polkinghorne go in there. Schwab, I think, got one on the groin. Free kick going to him. Schwab at right half-back flank for the Hawks. Trying to steady things down. DiPierdomenico and Reid. It's won by DiPierdomenico, but he slips over, looks for the hand pass and carts the ball out of bounds. Fans argue, is it deliberate? No, says the umpire. Boundary throw in on the outer side.
Just on the 26-minute mark, 25 points the difference in favour of Hawthorn. Ball knocked out by Jones to Asper, but he loses that one. Was grabbed a bit high. The umpire called play on to Mark Goo. Gets a hand pass back there to looking for McClure. It was too long. Murphy couldn't pick it up. It's finally grabbed here by Swab. Shrugs Buckley off. Goes for a pass. It's okay. Grabbed by McCarthy. Over to Green. Green goes for the long kick up there for Matthews to come out. He's in front of Blackwell. He's got to get past 2 of them. They both fall over. This gives him a chance to score a goal. And he does. Oh, look at the chant. That's goal number 6. Oh, there's no doubt about it. He's still got a long life in the old dog yet, Bob.
I think it was great, just the way he trapped the ball as we see the score there. And we watch on replay. Matthews trapping the ball, surprising the Carlton players. I think they felt that he was going to try and pick it up and spin around, but he just dived on the ball, kept it with him, and then Carlton had no chance as he just lined it up and didn't even try and put the ball through high. He just virtually stab-kicked it through for a goal.
122 plays 91 now at VFL Park.
31 points the difference, just over the 27-minute mark. So another 3 or 4 minutes to go to end this quarter as we see Jones get it down there to Ashman. The ball kicked over Carlton's half-forward line. Bounces the wrong way for Melbourne, but he backs up well. He's in a bit of trouble. He's grabbed, nearly held the ball against him. The umpire said no, it was held to him. He's played a fine game today, Melbourne. From that half-forward flank, he's had about 20 possessions. And that's a pretty good effort. He was playing well when Carlton were really struggling in the first half of the game. Knocked out by Madden. McClure gets a hurried kick out wide towards Melbourne again, but I think it might beat him for the boundary line. It does, and it's out of bounds about 50 metres around from the Carlton goal. So just on the 28-minute mark, it's Hawthorn 18-14, 122 to Carlton 13-13, 91. As the ball comes down there to Loveridge, a wild hand pass. Harms outmanoeuvres his opponent that time, finally picked up by Sheldon. Over to Jones, the ball is a long kick looking for Murphy. The little fella jumped high to get that one. He's taken a couple of good marks, going back limping. He's already kicked 3 goals.
Ashman steadies, shoots, Eads attempted smother, not successful. The shot is close, it might even be a goal, but just off target though and through for one behind.
It's one of those occasions where it's foolish to hand pass. You're better off having the direct shot.
Particularly when you're a rover, Bob.
Yes, they don't give away many hand passes. Dean takes the mark for Carlton at left half forward. He decides to play on. Kicks it long up towards the 10-metre square. Polkinghorne is the flyer and takes the mark. Could get a 15-metre penalty. In fact, that's just what the umpire has decided to do. Umpire Russo whistling the Carlton player back on the mark. Polkinghorne back in the senior side after having a broken hand some 6 weeks back. Played last week in the Channel 7 Reserve Cup. Knocked away by Dool, out of bounds, left half forward flank for Hawthorn. 29 minutes gone in the term. The qualifying final probably with about 2 or 3 minutes to go at most. McClure and Byrne, both good contributors for their side. Glascott's kick is a high one. Schwab doesn't get a favourable bounce. Sheldon kicks the ball high, doesn't cover much distance. Getting underneath is O'Halloran, takes the safe mark, decides to play on. Mew does the shepherding. O'Halloran long down towards centre half forward. Big pack of players set themselves there. Finally, it's Harms who wins out, but the umpire has found a free kick.
To Robertson against Montgomery.
Robertson got one. And he's got a nice old mouse over the eye, hasn't he? 15-metre penalty.
I think the last time we saw him play here against Geelong, he got one across the eye, didn't he?
That was in Sydney. That was
Sydney, was it?
Yeah.
Sydney. Oh, it's not far away.
Closest ground to it. Robertson's kick up towards the full forward pocket. Blackwell gets around Matthews. Blackwell's kick gets Carlton out of danger. But there's the siren to end the game, and Hawthorn are into the second semi-final. Final scores 18-14, 122 to 13-14, 92.
Well, on that form today, you'd have to say that Hawthorn are going to be mighty hard to beat. Carlton did get within striking distance in the third quarter, but got within 12 points. But after that, they just released the brakes, and I just wanted it will, I felt. But full marks to Carlton. They were undermanned today. The little men let them down because they weren't running. They came good a bit after half-time, Bob, but...
with Austin and Hunter both off the ground.
Yes, well, that didn't help. But then Hawthorn lost a couple of players too, incidentally. So.
Oh, yes, you couldn't take anything away from Hawthorn, but Carlton was certainly not disgraced. They hung in there right throughout. It was a wonderful effort by Warren Ralph. 8 goals in a losing side. You can do nothing but admire a full forward under those circumstances. He beat both Morris and Mew. It was a fine effort, but Hawthorn the better side.
Right, 122 to 92. We'll take a break and we'll be back with further comment in just a moment.